if we were actually just peanuts, dude? This whole time pulling it off, like
Just pulling it
as
off.
humans. No, but anyways, so there's a lot of video game news and stuff to get into this week, like so much cool stuff. But before we do that, let's go ahead and talk about what we've been playing.
I've been playing a lot because my ass is homesick. So.
Yeah.
God.
I've been playing a lot, and I haven't been sick.
Y'all duke it out for who wants to go first.
You go ahead, Devin.
I
Well,
said duke it out. No, I'm just kidding. You guys
actually-
have to stab
Actually,
each
you go ahead because me and Brent have Brent, Jamel.
Me, Brent Bass.
Me and Jamel have a couple like same played games that we need to talk about. So you
Oh,
kick
okay.
it off.
Oh, yeah.
Brent.
for sure.
All right, let's see. Well, first of all, on the recommendation of Ian updates me every time there's a good like Souls-like game or something. So he was
Shouts
like,
to Ian.
he was like, Wolong Fallen Dynasty. He's like, it's got the demo out. You got to try it out. So I downloaded it, and yeah, it's freaking really cool. It's like a super fast-paced like Neo or like Sekiro or something kind of. It's pretty good.
Is that the one that's got like the Monkey King or whatever?
No, that's
thinking-
you're thinking of
what the fuck was that? It like super
it's
pretty
a
looking.
Very similar name, but this one's
okay.
also really pretty looking. But you're like a ninja guy. You can pick between like different classes, and you're like a ninja guy, and you're going through just like chopping everybody up. And there's all these like mythical creatures and shit. It's pretty crazy.
That's cool.
Isn't this the one that they showed off at one of the things recently?
Honestly, I'm not 100% sure.
Is
Like,
it
I know
new?
that they've showed it off semi-recently, and I know that it is new. Like, it's not
Okay.
out yet. It's just like a demo
Yeah.
of it out.
So they showed this at the first Sony State of Play or whatever that shit
Yeah.
was, like a week or two ago.
It's freaking pretty sweet. Like, it plays really well. It's like really fast-paced. It's hard as shit. So if you're into those kind of games, you know, this
Hop
one's for
on
you.
it.
Check out the demo if you have a PS5. I've also been playing Persona 5 Royale. I'm now firmly into the new content, finally. Like, I've beaten, like, the main game, and now I'm into, like, the new content. And I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed because I feel like it's not... Like, I don't think it's gonna let me continue, like, advancing my, like, confidants and stuff, which is a big part of the Persona experience for me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So... I don't know. I'm gonna finish it out, but like it's not exactly what I thought it would be. But the story is really interesting, so I'll have to see about that one. I'll probably have it finished by next week. Then I played Metal Hellsinger because they dropped that on
Game Pass.
I
I heard it's okay.
Which
It's
is that the
pretty
one
good.
where you like fight to the music?
Yeah, it's like Doom.
Guitar Hero and Doom mixed together. It's all right, you know. Like it's a lot of like you know, shooting monsters, I guess. I don't know. There's not really much to it. I played like 3 or 4 levels, and then you know it's one of those I get in the mood for, and then I play a level or two, and I'm like, all right, I'm good. You know.
Yeah.
But the one that I've really been playing this week, and like I don't know, having the most fun with is Half-Life 2 VR. It's like a free mod that you can download on Steam. And, like, I don't know if you have to own Half-Life or not to play this, you know what I mean? But I just happen to have Half-Life 2. Like a while back, I bought this pack on Steam where it was like $20 and you get every Valve game ever made or some shit. You know what I mean? It had, like, Left 4 Dead 1 and 2 and all the fucking Half-Lifes and stuff. So, but, like, I own Half-Life. And so I downloaded the mod. It was free. And, like, you download it like a standalone game. It just is, like, a thing on Steam called Half-Life 2 VR mod. And you just download it. It's, like, 3 gigabytes. And it's, like, the entire Half-Life 2 game in VR, like, with, like, cohesive controls and, like, fucking, like, everything. Like, it's got, like, different settings. Like, you can climb the ladders, like, with your hands and stuff.
That's dope.
It's like really, really good. It's honestly one of the best VR experiences I've ever had. Like Half-Life 2 translates so well to VR because of its like emphasis on physics. Like there's like a whole segment where you're like jumping across like moving trains and stuff trying to get away from like bad guys, and that shit was so cool in VR. And there's a part where you're like riding the fucking jet ski hovercraft thing. That shit is
That game always felt, or that part always felt weird on a flat screen.
dude, it's sick in VR. And like there's a part where
You
they
can
give
like
you
control it like with your hands and stuff.
no, like but that's because like later they give you a machine gun and you're controlling the machine gun with your hands while you're controlling the car with the stick,
okay.
and that is just a whole nother like element of fun. Like I don't know, man. The game is so good. It's like super atmospheric. It doesn't really need like a super computer to run it or anything. Like it runs really well. I don't know, man. I highly recommend Half-Life 2 VR. Like, it's honestly, it might be a better game than Half-Life Alyx, just like as far as the actual game itself goes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like length and content.
Yeah,
and
like it's a lot of fun and like super, like it's old, you know, and the graphics are old looking, but like it's super atmospheric too. Like you could tell they really did a good job with like level design. Like there are parts where you walk into rooms and you like look down like, I don't know, big empty wells and shit, and you're like, damn, that's fucking crazy. Like, the scale of everything is wild. And whenever the little, like, buzzsaw robots are flying at your face, like, that shit is so scary.
Oh, that's pretty tight. I didn't even think about that stuff for VR. I actually just beat Half-Life and Half-Life 2, like, less than, like, a year ago. Do you remember that?
Yeah. I actually beat Half-Life 1 in VR pretty recently, too, and that game also translates really well to VR, but Half-Life 2 is, like, it's almost just the perfect VR game. It's like one of the most fun VR experiences I've had. Probably the most fun I've had in VR since Resident Evil 4, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
It's really, really good.
I'm going to have to give it a try.
And
Dude,
shout out to all the
recommend it.
people watching. What's up?
Hey.
What's up,
Viewers
everybody?
out there. But yeah, go ahead, Brent. What else you been
And that's
playing?
pretty much it.
That's
That's
it?
what I've been playing.
Devin?
All right. I'm going to knock my VR shit out of the way, I guess, first. Because I've had...
It's a lot of VR this week. Not just between you guys, but later.
I think
in
all
news.
the VR news got me hyped up. I've been I can't get out of my headset this week. I've been playing it a lot. I played a lot of other bullshit, but it wasn't worth talking about, to be honest with you.
I've been pretty
for sure.
consistent with VR the last several weeks, just because of like I've had recent success modding Skyrim VR even further.
Oh, nice.
So another mod dropped, and this isn't even specific to Skyrim VR. It's actually one that you can kind of apply to a lot of different games if they have the right file set up and everything. So there's this fucking, like, it's a mod, but it's actually like a program that it cuts the rendering down to like whatever percentage you want it to do. I have it set down. It like cuts it down to 77% rendering and then upscales it through this technology that I don't remember the name of right now, but I applied it to Skyrim VR. And it dropped the rendering load and everything, and like the performance load by a full ass quarter, and now it just runs buttery smooth.
Can you do this with any game, or is it just Skyrim?
So with most games, yeah, because you have to replace the .dll, the OpenVR.dll file. It has to be replaced with this program or this mod.
This would probably really benefit my fucking shit.
Yes.
Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
no, you absolutely need, because it's better than any other optimization mod that I've tried in Skyrim VR. But you can use it on other shit too. I tried, and thus leads me into my big failure. I tried to go back and mod Fallout VR to a playable experience. Since I was able to take a huge rendering chunk out of it, or like performance chunk. I was
it's still not playable with the 3060?
No. I've tried every setting. I tried tweaking the sharp. There's a sharpness in this mod. There's the rendering feature, but then there's also a post sharpening feature that really helps Skyrim. But in Fallout, I could not get it to not be fuzzy.
I'd be curious to see if Jamel's could handle the workload better, because I think the 2080 Super you have should outperform the 3060
Ti.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, it's what is it? The 2080
2080
Ti Super.
No, it's one of the other.
It's
right?
one. I don't remember. With
they're
mine.
both fucking dope.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a dope one. That's for sure. That's but I can't remember. But I think Fallout's just not optimized. Like they from the ground up, it's not optimized. So you're not going to be able to do shit.
Neither of them are. But Fallout's even worse off.
It would still be interesting to see if your computer could handle it better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just curious at this point, like what you need. I feel like maybe a 3090. Like I want to just throw it at something that just
when the 40 series finally drops, you'll be able to play Fallout.
It might
VR.
not even be the computer's fault. You know?
No, I don't think it is the computer's fault.
Game.
Like, and I haven't dug. Like, you can dig even further to try to like clean it up and optimize it and make it run better. But it's like Skyrim was a big enough task. Like Fallout VR is an even bigger task, and I just haven't been able to. every now and then I'll get ballsy and fucking re-download it and then like go back in and fuck with mods and like fuck with settings. And I tried it with this new Open VR mod that like takes the rendering down and whatnot. And no, still not. And I was so fucking mad. I want to be able to play that game. Like I've always wanted a Fallout VR experience.
Yeah, me too. Bad.
And it's so disappointing that it's so fucking bad.
Bro, did you see all the people playing the PSVR too? Fucking.
Yeah, demoing it, right?
It looks freaking sweet, man.
It looks pretty clean. I like the controllers.
Yeah.
Oh well, we'll get into that later.
Fucking.
Yeah,
So and then I tried Cyberpunk very briefly. Because I finished watching the series and I was like, you know what? I was like, I really want to fucking play Cyberpunk now. And so I got
it's
on.
not as good as the anime.
It's so bad. They updated it and they fixed a lot of things, like as far as like, you know, the people disappearing when you like look a different direction. Yeah. They got all that figured out. The driving's a lot better. They did some other stabilization and this and that. So it was playing really good until I tried to fucking set a waypoint to go to my apartment. And it crashed the game every single time.
Oh no.
I couldn't set a fucking waypoint to my apartment and without the game crashing. Just every
Cyberpunk.
As soon as I set the waypoint and got out of it, it was just like boop.
Dude, I tried to play it the other day and Huangbo was back. Fucking like
Oh, the guy that followed you?
Yeah. He ran out of nowhere. He was back.
You can't just get rid of a stalker that fast, dude.
Dude, they did for a little bit. I don't know how why they like unpatched it. Like
well, that
your
shit
digital
never happened
restraining order didn't work.
Dude, what if you're the only one now? Like,
dude, that's what Jamel was saying.
He
like,
made it
what
through
if it's
the
like a
source
horror
code.
movie? Like
He's slowly gonna just show up more and more. I was like, he's
start
like
seeing
doing the
him in reality,
podcast, and he like turn like Devin's like talking. He's like facing this way. He starts hearing Wongbo's voice, and he like turns, and it's just Wongbo. He's like, what the fuck?
I think he never talks. He just stands there silently.
More minutes.
See, this is a good like. We need to make like a VR horror movie like it
called
goes
Wongbo.
Wongbo.
Yeah.
But also I tried WoW Classic Custom Server.
Okay. Are you paying for WoW?
No.
Oh, you just got like free trial?
No, it's like this. No, it's this weird custom server. It's called Ascension or something, and it's like you're not locked into any one class to learn like moves.
Yeah.
I don't know. Parker from our Discord pulled me into just to try it, and
That's all you had to say.
I never played WoW before, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot, and it's not for me.
The World of Warcraft is not
World
for
of Warcraft. Fuck it, that ship sailed, and I've long missed it. And then also played Insurgency Sandstorm, which is a pretty good like mill sim shooter.
Nice.
And then the last thing, there was a lot more, but fuck it, the last thing, seamless co-op.
Yeah, it's not so seamless, but
It's
Elden
not.
Ring
Oh
co-op.
my God. So
it's fun.
Me, Jamel, and Breezy have been playing fucking.
Oh, all on the 3-way. Damn, I wish I would have got it on PC. That'd be sick if we were on the 4-player.
Well,
refund it. No, I'm just kidding.
It's not.
After like 300 hours, like just get a refund. No, but
it's been a fucking struggle.
It has, but it's
like
also been
kick you
fun.
out or something.
It's been really
all the time. Like you'll get kicked out, or you'll be fighting a boss,
like,
and
reboot
he'll
the
like
whole
literally
game up.
like freeze for a second. And you're like, oh shit, everybody jump him. And what's really happening is he's still doing shit, but
only
you
for
just don't
one
see it
player.
on your screen.
Yeah.
And so like you're like hitting him, and he's like, yeah, fuck you. And all of a sudden your health just drops to nothing because he was actually just beating the fuck out of you. Like you just couldn't see it. But
and then he teleports into like catch up with whatever he'd been doing the last 5 seconds that you thought he was whooping your ass.
So you'll be like coming up behind him to get like a really good hit, and then he'll just teleport across the screen over to somebody else. Like not the normal animation, like literally just boop, like up
Apparently there's a mod where you can like re-implement the Halo co-op split screen that they like took out, but it's like it does shit like that.
It's not even a mod. You just literally like do it from the menu screen.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
you
a
like
glitch.
press start and then like press a couple of other buttons and it opens it up somehow.
Cool.
Yeah.
But it's still fun though. Like it fucks up, but then it won't fuck up, and you'll be having fun, and then it will fuck up again.
Yeah.
So it just depends.
even worse so is like when fucking Margit or Godric is like literally like shinobi, like
Well, in all fairness,
sidestepping
though,
all
the
over
game
the
kind of
fucking.
fucks up even when you're trying to play it the
True.
right way, too, though.
Yeah.
You
It
know
is
what I mean?
jank. Like, I think all Dark Souls games, like, and I'll get a lot of shit for that, but there's a slight amount of jank that people accept from those games, and like,
It's kind of
but
like
they just
Bethesda
play it
with
off
their
like it
bullshit.
doesn't exist. I'm like, bro, these games are amazing, 10 out of 10, but you have to admit they're kind of fucking jank. Like, there's just some weird shit to the way the game feels. It's a little bit clunky, but it's still a good game. But yeah, we were playing that, and then I was like trying to think of things, games to play that I could stream, because I've been like hopping on our Twitch and streaming. You know, shout out to anybody who's watching right now that was chilling with me in the stream. But yeah, I was playing some Disney Dreamlight Valley, but you know, I played a lot of that, and actually, dude, I've been going ham in that game.
Your Valley's got to be looking sick about
I've got
now.
like every place open. I got fucking Moana up in my village,
shit.
and she fishes for me, so
Oh,
I don't even have to
shit.
fish anymore. Like, I basically just roll up, I pick up my fucking money, you know, like, and I pay shit. Like, I'm just like buying everything. I am the new Scrooge, and Scrooge is actually probably a little afraid of the competition, if you know what I'm saying. But like, anyway, so I was playing that. And I was also like, dude, I want to play.
Did you ever find Minnie Mouse?
Not yet. I haven't been fucking with Mickey. I've just been leaving that dude lonely and sad.
Man,
Like, because, I mean, he doesn't
so
give me.
depressing.
I don't
bro.
get money, bro. I don't get money. You know, like, so, like, I'm not going to go
It's
help
not all
him.
about money, Jamel.
In Dreamlight Valley, bro, it's all about the money. It's literally a corporate fucking, like, capitalist just village, dude. But the other. At least mine is. But anyway, so I was like, you know,
Dreamlight Valley has
fucking
like
labor camps in it. Yeah.
has like little convoys of fucking dudes with AKs riding around.
Making sure all the Disney characters keep working.
yeah, picking up the fish from Moana, like, yeah,
Get the fish, not the fish.
like. Anyway, so that game's fun, and it's fun to stream. But
I'm
I
picturing a
downloaded-
very dark place here.
It makes it more fun. But
It's Disney.
Disney's a pretty dark place, man. You
Oh.
just got to know the truth. But
Right, the tunnels under the park.
yeah, I downloaded like a Game Boy Advance emulator. Illegal. No, I'm just kidding. No, but you know, because
did
Calling
same
the
thing.
caps.
huh?
So I did the same thing.
Did
yeah.
you?
Do you go to Vim's layer, bro?
No. Oh, you're talking about the ROMs. No, I'm talking.
No, you can get the emulators there too. It's the one-stop shop for every emulator and game.
I just got my emulator. I just went to Google and typed in MGBA or whatever, and
if
got
you
that
want
one.
like a reputable, safe,
I'm about to say, if you want a
place.
virus, that's the way to do it.
telling you, bro.
No, I went to their website. Like I watched a bunch of YouTube videos over the best ones, and then I chose the best
okay.
one.
Vim's layer has like PSP ones and like Game Boy Color, Dreamcast, like everything you can think of.
We do
Literally
not
every
condone
console
the
up
use
to
of any of these.
PS3, I think.
I do condone
I
the use
do.
of these because they're old. Like
it
these are old
preserves
games.
history here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's different. Like if you're out there, if you're emulating like PS5 games, then yeah, fuck you. But like, you know, like if you're trying to get a Game Boy game, like nobody's making money off of the Game Boy game that you purchased. Nobody at Nintendo makes money when you go on
GameStop
eBay.
is, Jamel.
They don't sell Game Boy games. They don't sell Game Boy Color. They don't sell PSP
They
games.
still have old games, right?
No.
I think the oldest game you can
Like
find at
DS.
GameStop is probably like a DS. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, yeah, but
Look, I'm not saying I don't use emulators. Like I have emulators. I'm just saying it is.
Caught him.
It's still technically.
we got him, boys.
Busted.
It's still
Swinging through
technically
the windows.
illegal.
No, but it's actually it's not. Like you can actually stream on Twitch with emulators as long as it's like older games.
What up, DL?
But like, yeah, game preservation is key, young Donnie boy.
Yeah.
But so my thing is like I downloaded that and I looked up like the top Game Boy Advance games of all time, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna get a couple of ROMs of these, which like it's like Castlevania, Aria of Sorrows, you know, like what's the Advance Wars.
that's a good one.
Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem is so good. Honestly, that's the best fucking Game Boy Advance game. Did you play the Fire Emblem on Game Boy Advance yet?
Back when I was a kid,
Dude.
I was too dumb to understand it back
It's a
then.
fucking good game. Honestly, I think it's better than like most of the modern Fire Emblems. Like it's
Really?
so good. Like
Better than the GameCube one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, see, my thing is like I'm gonna get all the best games, and that's what I'm gonna start streaming. Is like I'm just gonna play through these Game Boy Advance games. Like
You're gonna really like Fire Emblem, bro.
I am excited about that
I'm
one.
so hyped for you. Right
There's
now.
actually
You're gonna play like every Fire Emblem back to back after this. I promise you.
there's one I'm really excited to play. It's Astro Boy, which apparently it like the game is like a hidden gem. Like everybody's like, this game is fucking awesome, and so I've never heard of just like someone playing Astro Boy on Game Boy Advance.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, but it's got like 9 out of 10 on everything, and so I was like, well, fuck
check
it.
that out.
Yeah, I was like, I'm downloading Astro Boy. So
Game Boy Advance had some bangers, dude. Fucking Legend of Zelda Minish Cap.
Minish Cap, that's on number
That
one.
shit is
yeah.
a fucking masterpiece that just a lot of people don't even talk about when they bring up Zelda games. You know what I mean?
Those are my favorites. I like the smaller Zeldas where it's like a more confined like world, but it's actually like open world, you know, because it's Game
Yeah.
Boy Advance, but it doesn't.
Minish Cap felt like a really full Zelda experience for what it was, too, though. You know what I mean? Like,
But yeah, so that's like my thing is like I'm gonna play those. And if you guys think of anything that you think I should stream that you would enjoy watching,
Pokemon Pinball.
let me know. Pokemon Pinball. I just play that for like 8 hours
You
straight.
could.
I could. I'd probably die. Like, but anyways, so yeah, there. I played that. And I played something else. I can't even remember. It's like, what did we do? We played some Call of Duty. Not much, but
Yeah, a little.
literally, well, like just like right before we started.
Now it's all
the
about
show.
COD 2 or Warzone 2, man.
Ooh, let's just get into the news because there's so much to talk about. Let's hop up in the video. Stream Game Boy camera element. I just like I could put my face like live, somehow get like an adapter to connect it and make it my webcam.
That'd be sick.
That would be cool.
Do a whole stream with that as your webcam.
Oh, dude. Or a PlayStation like iToy.
We should do a whole podcast in the Game Boy camera.
that would be
Little
ridiculous.
stick figure, like.
Dude, that'd be tight. But anyways, let's get into the video game news.
I say we talk about all these conferences first.
No, for sure.
I've got the PlayStation and Nintendo ones
I've got
in my thing here. If you want me to go through them.
Yeah, let's do that. I've got the trade. What was it? The trade show Tokyo
Tokyo
Game Show.
That's the one.
But just so you guys know, we're using articles from gaming news sites from around the web. We don't claim any of the written articles as our own. We're just bringing them all to one place and spitting it into your ear ASMR style.
You're going somewhere else there first.
spitting in your mouth.
Oh.
You dirty, dirty little girl. Anyways, yeah. So we got the. So here's everything announced at today or at the Nintendo Direct. These aren't in the order they were announced, unfortunately. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna like reorder them. So, first of all, we got Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. So this is the Breath of the Wild sequel.
Finally, with a title.
We finally got a real title for it.
We got a full 30-second trailer that showed literally fucking nothing.
He jumped on a bird, you know.
And
There was
fell.
there was a bird there.
Fell to Earth. I think, or to Hyrule, I'm sorry, or wherever the fuck this game is located. I honestly don't know what to think about this because the first Breath of the Wild was amazing to me. Then Elden Ring came out, and Breath of the Wild means nothing to me anymore because Elden Ring was Breath of the Wild, like just so far better done.
But also a lot has happened since Breath of the Wild came out, you know?
That's what I'm saying. All I'm saying with this is that they're going to have to bring their fucking A game. They're going to have to
heat.
Yeah, they're going to have to make Zelda Elden Ring for me to enjoy it. Because
Zelden Ring.
Zelden Ring, dude.
Ring.
If you can find like and keep the weapons without breaking them in this one, like it will be the ultimate thing for me. Like if you actually made Zelda Elden Ring, I would fuck that up. You know?
Yeah, for sure. And because I love the Zelda theme and I love the world, I love the characters and all that stuff, but you can't just give me this big open world and leave it, empty like Breath of the Wild, especially with how long it's been since Breath of the Wild. This will be our first, like, the Breath of the Wild came out on the Wii U, on the fucking Wii U.
Yeah.
Like, it's time. Drop
It's
some.
crazy.
And it's like the furthest game like of like all the release dates for every game that's coming in like the near future. It's the furthest out. It's like May something, like, right? It's May
I have a feeling
23rd.
this is gonna be like the Switch's swan song, kind of. You know what I mean?
Watch them drop the new like console with this game, like
It
how
probably
the,
will, just like the Wii U and the Switch. You
Yep.
know, you notice how good it looked in the 30 seconds of gameplay or whatever. Like I feel like I don't know. It's
they dropped that 4K Switch, bro.
That's kind of what I'm thinking, dude. You know, like it almost looked unattainable on the normal Switch. You know what I mean? Like the fucking textures
Switch
on the
Pro.
bird and stuff. Like whenever he jumps onto it, I don't know. But whatever the case may be, I'm glad they ditched the Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah.
You know,
There's actually a history of them doing that. Like every time they drop a mainline Zelda game, like a big one like this, it's always on the old console and the new console. You know what I'm saying? Or not always, but like
no, they did that with Twilight Princess also. Huh?
yeah, they brought it over to GameCube.
Yeah.
Or not over to GameCube. They brought it over to the Wii, right?
Yeah.
Wait, I can't even remember.
No, it was on the GameCube and the Wii.
Yeah, it was
It was
on
at
both.
the end of the GameCube's life cycle. They put it on both.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that's a telltale sign that that's probably what's going to happen here. It'll be on Switch, but also be on Switch, you know, fucking
Two or
Super
whatever.
Switch or whatever it is.
Switch Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, Switch of the Wild, dude. But anyways, what else we got?
Okay, so I think that's what most people are excited about probably is the Tears of the Kingdom Zelda, but what I'm excited about is Fire Emblem Engage. So Nintendo revealed a brand new Fire Emblem game called Fire Emblem Engage. It brings back fan favorite characters Marth and Cecilia.
Oh, my favorite.
Yeah.
I saw a meme that said the new character in that looks like a VTuber.
With the red and the blue hair, yeah.
And then they put him like on like a video game stream, and yeah, it's fucking spot on.
I gotta say, I just love Fire Emblem. You know, like I love the Fire Emblem games. I've never like just picked up a Fire Emblem game and been like, "Damn, this sucks." So I'm hyped about this. You know?
I'm too dumb for Fire Emblem games.
Yeah,
Like I'm too dumb for any strategy
No, you're
game.
not.
I really am, dude. Like
I don't have the patience for it. Like my attention
Yeah.
span is very.
Like if you get it, I have the Netflix issue where it's like you give me too many options, I pick none. Like I'll sit there like in that game where it's just like, all right, well you got all these options to to move your character this way or that way. I'm like, how about I just don't? You know, I'm just gonna turn this off because if I go this way and my character dies, I'm gonna fucking throw this game in the trash. You know, and like
You
and
don't have to play with permadeath if you don't want
yeah,
to.
but then I'm a bitch.
Then you are a little bitch.
That's what I'm saying, and I'm not gonna be a little bitch. I'm just not gonna. I'm just gonna no contest. I plead no contest in this
Oh,
game.
that's real. That's
Yeah.
real.
But I am excited for people who love Fire Emblem. You know, so
I'm personally very hyped. Then we got Pikmin 4. After a long time of rumors and speculation, Pikmin 4 is real and it hits Switch next year.
can we talk about how like this was presented though? It's like who I always forget his name because there's so many like specific.
Yeah, no.
Why am I blanking on the guy who created Mario?
Miyazaki.
Hideo Kojima. No.
Everybody says Hideo Kojima.
Oh my god.
Something not Miyazaki.
No, that's Elden Ring.
Oh,
This
God.
Miyazaki. So like it's like, oh dude, hold on. Who created?
Oh man.
This is bad.
Y'all are the Nintendo guys too, so that's my.
Well,
reason
it's
for
just
that.
it's on the tip of my tongue. but-
Shigeru Miyamoto.
Shigeru Miyamoto.
I almost said Morimoto, like the fucking Iron Chef guy.
So Shigeru Miyamoto walks out. Normally when he walks out, you know some big shit's about to drop. You know what I'm saying? And maybe Pikmin 4 is some big shit
People
for.
like Pikmin.
Yeah,
They wouldn't
but-
have made 4 of them if people weren't into it.
You know, I think people were into it. You know, on the GameCube. You know, but like I think we've grown as a species.
When's the last time
we've evolved, and you know it's time to move on from Pikmin. Where the fuck was Metroid Prime? Where the fuck was like all these like re-releases that or
I don't
remasters?
really care about Metroid Prime. No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, Metroid Prime, you're crazy.
I'm just playing.
Where's fucking F-Zero? You know, like give us something like that. If you're gonna bring back these shitty games, like Pikmin, I'm sorry, it was fun, but it's a it's a mobile game, bro. Like that's a like AAA mobile game is what.
It actually is going to be a mobile game too.
Oh, we
though.
saw that,
They're
yeah.
doing that too.
Niantic. Yeah, it's literally just gonna be Pokemon Go, but with Pikmin. He's like, it'll track your walking. I'm like, yeah, literally every Niantic game does that shit. Like, cool, whatever. And he's like, yo, check out my shirt. I made this shirt just for the.
Maybe he just really likes Pikmin and it's like his baby, and
I
he
think
doesn't want
so.
to let it go. You know what I mean?
He's got so many other babies though that he could be focused on.
Maybe
you know,
he
like
really
sometimes
likes
you got.
Pikmin. You know, maybe the ugly duckling is sometimes your favorite. You know what I mean?
Sometimes you just gotta let the kid go. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
All right, cool.
Empty nester syndrome.
Let's see. The next headline is GoldenEye 007 is back alongside other classic Nintendo 64 games. I like how they put 007 on such a pedestal over all the other games. They're like, yeah, here's all this other bullshit. Oh, by the way,
well, okay.
here's the game you really want, motherfuckers.
This is such a weird situation because it's not only coming to Switch. It's also coming to Game Pass.
Right.
But on Game Pass, it's going to be recreated in 4K with 60 frames.
And a smoother frame.
Smoother frame rate.
And
it's going to have, like, updated controls, I think, like, to modern controls.
Well,
but on the
somehow.
Switch, you're getting online play.
That's it. That's
and
the
on
only
Xbox,
difference.
you're not. Which
Though,
could definitely make the difference. You know what I mean?
No, because
I have
listen,
an article that's talking about it's a little more like complex than that. Like
Lay it
we're
on
not
us.
getting some. Let me.
Let's
hold
just
on.
talk about this for a second.
Yeah,
you know?
let me pull up that article. Y'all keep talking, but it.
one weird thing about this, okay, the way that it's being ported to the Switch is that it's literally just being emulated. It's just a port. So when you play online, you're still gonna see all four screens. Like, sorry about the new GameSpeak dog, guys. He does not like us talking about this game.
Ooh, bet I'm gonna be screen peeking.
That's what I'm saying. That's gonna suck. You're gonna see all.
Are you
four
sure about that though? They've confirmed that.
They have not confirmed it, but I will bet money because it's Nintendo. Nintendo doesn't give a fuck, dude. They just added online play, and they're like, "Here you go, you fucking pieces of shit." You know, like you paid for this, and you're gonna like what you get.
So yeah, here I got here Matt Purslow over at IGN. It says the GoldenEye re-releases are a weirdly convoluted situation. GoldenEye is finally coming back to consoles, but that good news has been quickly overshadowed thanks to its upcoming launch being anything other than simple. There are two versions of the re-release, with different versions for Nintendo Switch and Xbox, and neither of them are the much anticipated remaster that leaked last year. It's a weirdly convoluted situation. As part of the recent Nintendo Direct, N64 classic shooter GoldenEye is coming, was announced for Switch Online. As with other games in the online collection, this is an emulated version of the N64 original, not a remake or a remaster.
See, that's how I know you're going to see, like, it's an emulation. It's not a fucking remake. It's literally going to be, they haven't changed anything in the code.
Yep.
This also makes me feel like they're still going to do the remake, though, because, like, this seems like it's just drumming up hype for a remaster, you know what I mean? Like, why would they go so far as to put it on Xbox and...
Well, because Xbox, like, there's been leaks about it being a remaster, but the Xbox one is called, they said it's a recreation. So it's like it's a remaster. Like,
so it will be coming to Xbox via Game Pass and made available free to owners of the Rare Replay collection. However, the studio's description of the game made it instantly clear that the Switch and Xbox versions are not the same.
No.
The Xbox version includes achievements, 4K resolution, and a smoother frame rate, even in split-screen local multiplayer. No mention at all was made of online multiplayer for the Xbox
which
version.
sucks. It's like, okay, so you have the better version of it without online multiplayer, and then the shittier version with online multiplayer that is just split screen but online.
Yeah, but at least you still got local multiplayer on both, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
but
that's what really is the experience anyway.
I honestly feel like there's too much hype around this game, like, because it doesn't hold up. Like, even with the smoother frame rate, if there's no online play, this game's going to drop. People are going to play it for like an hour, and then we're never going to hear about it again.
I know I'm going to play it for like an hour and never touch it again.
Yeah, it's not going to.
Just for the
I just
nostalgia.
want that song to play, that bow, bow, bow. I'm going to play it on both consoles, though. I'll tell you that, just to compare and contrast.
But, like, yeah, I mean, that'll be a fun one to stream for, like the day it drops.
Totally.
Do a little couch co-op on that.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't think they had couch co-op in that game, did they?
Or like couch versus.
Oh yeah, we
split
could definitely
screen.
do that. Yeah.
Oh, not co-op.
Yeah, not co-op, but like a
That would be
split screen.
tight if they
That
had
would
a
be
co-op. Anyways.
So the other games coming to Nintendo Switch Online that aren't GoldenEye are Pilot Wing 64, Mario Party 1, 2, and 3, which is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2, which is fucking awesome.
Pretty cool.
1080 Snowboarding, which is kind of random, but I'm with it.
Yeah.
And Excite Bike 64, again.
Which will always remind me of the McDonald's Play Place.
Yes,
because,
bro.
like, they always had Excite Bike on N64 there for some reason. And you'd be, like, midway through a race and it would reset.
Yes.
Like, they had it
time.
on, like, timers so, like, kids wouldn't play it forever.
They also had that fucking Elmo game in there. It was, like, Elmo and Grouchland or whatever the game.
And you just, like, count shit. And then they also
Mario
had Tony Hawk
Tennis.
Pro Skater, too.
Oh, yeah. They had some good games.
Fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I do got to say, the Mario Party fucking collection coming to the Switch Online, or the Power Pack or whatever, is fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's really good because, like, that's a great party game, and it's something that, like, really makes it worth having the expansion pack.
yeah.
If you just have friends over, like, you can be like, oh, let's play Mario Party.
They need to put Smash Bros. On that shit. Like, I don't understand why. First off, you're bringing back GoldenEye. Where's Donkey Kong 64? You know, like,
I'm sure it's coming. That's last go around, everybody's like, "Where's Pokemon Stadium? Where's Mario Party?" Now, so like, I feel like they're gonna just keep adding the shit.
But they haven't given any release dates for this stuff. They're just like, "Oh, it's coming."
They kind of did. I saw a thing that was like, it wasn't like specific release days, but it was like, a window of time when things were coming. Like, I don't have.
I think it's like over several months.
Yeah.
Is what's gonna happen. But anyways, what else?
Let's see. Then we got Octopath Traveler 2. A lot of people probably excited about this. The first game was pretty popular.
I did not like the game. Like, honestly,
the first one?
Yeah, I downloaded like the demo, and it was just really, I don't know, it was just boring, to be honest. But I know a lot of people liked it.
I didn't like play it for more than like a level, so I can't say that I really loved it because it didn't like suck me in or anything. You know what I mean?
played for like 2 hours. I played the full demo time, but I know that there's something weird going on over at Nintendo with these like weird ass named games like Octopath Traveler and then like Triangle Strategy and stuff. It's like almost like they just don't give a fuck. Like
it's Square Enix, bro. They don't give a fuck over there.
Yeah, maybe it's Square. Yeah, I guess.
What's that one game they just put out that fucking got its name changed or something? We'll talk about it in the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Break,
okay. Yeah. Anyways.
Let's see. Then we got Nintendo Switch Sports Golf arrives this holiday season. So this holiday season.
Oh, they're adding golf to Switch Sports. That's cool. At least they're adding some, or like updating.
Yeah, it's not exactly new news, but you can know when to expect it, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see. And then we got Theatrhythm Final Bar line. It says the beloved Final Fantasy Theatrhythm series is back with a brand new entry called Theatrhythm Final Bar line. It's the first console entry in the series and will include modernized visuals for the backgrounds and nearly 400 songs in the base game. So it's like some kind of rhythm game or something. Like Guitar Hero, I guess.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like Guitar Hero, but I mean, this came out on the DS. I think it was the 3DS actually.
Oh, okay.
Back in the Disney, but it's just a like fan service game. Like you get all the Final Fantasy songs and you just play through them.
Oh,
and
it says
got cool backgrounds and
it
shit.
said it will also include paid DLC after launch that includes songs from Saga, Nier, Octopath Travel, and the Live Alive series.
Yeah, what a cool thing. They're like, get ready to pay us money.
Let's see. Then we got Mario Kart 8's Deluxe third wave of DLC detailed. It says, while we wait for the third wave of DLC to hit Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Nintendo service an appetizer during today's Direct. That's because Nintendo revealed that Merry Mountain, a track from 2020's Mario Kart Tour, will hit the game as part of Wave 3 alongside Peach Gardens, a 2005 track from Mario Kart DS.
Brent. Grace Murakami says, hi, Brent and friends.
Hi,
hello.
Grace. How's it going?
I don't know when she put that there because the Facebook chat was not showing for some reason. I had to like refresh it. But if you were on the Facebook and said something, howdy. Anyways, go ahead.
Let's see. Then we got Resident Evil Village, Resident Evil 7, Biohazard, Resident Evil 2, and 3 remakes coming to a cloud version on the Switch. which I guess is great news if you have, super good internet or something.
Yeah, I was about to
You know
say,
what I mean?
just play it anywhere else.
I'm not a big
play
fan of
that
the
on
cloud on the Switch just
No.
because it's like,
So
kind of defeats
bad.
the purpose of the Switch, like the portability factor, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're kind of stuck. If you're gonna play it at home, you might as well play it on a console, or like, not that the Switch isn't a console, but like a legit console or a PC.
I just
Yeah.
still don't buy into the cloud gaming yet, regardless of the console.
Yeah.
It's great for Disney Dream Night Valley. But anyway,
Then we got Kirby's Return to Dreamland. This is actually really cool.
it is kind of cool.
It says Nintendo announced that it was bringing an enhanced port of the 2011 Wii game Kirby's Return to Dreamland. It says up to 4 people can play cooperatively using Joy-Cons on the same system, and multiplayer is now available in the expanded minigame collection.
This was like whenever they were doing like new Super Mario Bros. Games and all that stuff like that. And so this was just kind of like the Kirby version of that, where it was just like 4 people on screen at once and do whatever you want. You know?
It was a pretty solid game, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it.
I've never met a Kirby game that I just fucking hated, though, you know what I mean? Like,
No, I've never met one where I'm like, this is the best though. Like,
I don't know. Okay, not the best, but when I was a kid, I was super into fucking Crystal Shards, and like the one on
Crystal Shards had like some magic to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's something about it that it's like nostalgia.
it was
though.
really good at the time too, just for the amount of different like combos they had, like power wise and stuff. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see. We got Fae Farm,
Dude, oh my gosh. Can we talk about how many fucking farming simulators this Nintendo
Yeah.
Direct had?
So many.
Like so many.
They're like, oh, it's so hot right now.
There's like literally every other game was a farming simulator. They were like live on a farm, and I'm like, no, I don't want to.
Your grandpa passed you down a farm.
Yeah, it was like this one, Fae Farm. Which one is this one?
It says, let's see.
Sounds like it's got like fairies and stuff.
Gone are the monster hunts. Instead, you'll be farming. Oh no, it doesn't really say anything about it.
Sounds like mythical.
It looks just like fucking Animal Crossing or any of
Yeah.
the other ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like Stardew Valley-ish.
Yeah. It Takes Two is coming to Switch, which seems like a good place for it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Surprising it took so long.
Yeah.
It takes 2 years to come to Switch. Let's see. First post-launch Splatoon 3 Splatfest got details.
Say that 5 times fast.
Yeah. It's going to start on September 23rd and end on September 25th. So if you're a Splatooner,
Yeah, and you're gonna do the
Yeah.
Splatfest. So this one, it was like you pick your team based on like if you were on a deserted island, would you take grub, fun stuff, or something else
or
like
gear.
Like I don't know what gear means. Like I guess like a
shovels
tent.
and tents and like
I mean, you kind of
survival
need
supplies.
that. Like I would assume.
Fun stuff all the way, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna die out there. I'm gonna die having fun,
I
bro.
need survival.
Jet
like-
ski, bro. Actually, a jet ski would probably
You
be a
just
great
drive
thing,
home
Yeah.
from the island.
Anyways, it says those are the big ones, and here are the like last ones. I'll just rapid fire them off. The other stuff. We got Just Dance 2023.
Never heard of
So,
that.
Get ready to Just Dance. Rune Factory 3 Special Edition, I guess, is coming.
That's another farming simulator,
yeah,
I think.
yeah. IB. It says, in this game, a young girl visits an art gallery in this 2D exploration adventure, blah, 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 blah. Tunic, the hit indie game that launched on Xbox earlier this year. Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII Reunion. Radiant Silvergun, which, I don't know, that sounds pretty cool. I don't know, I didn't see anything about it, but just, Radiant
That's like a
Silvergun.
remaster or a remake or something of an
okay.
older game, I think.
Yeah, it says a classic arcade shoot 'em up, Radiant Silvergun.
Yeah, get ready for a shmup.
Then we got Bayonetta 3, October 28th, launch date nears closer, and there's more footage from it.
Oh, okay.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Expansion Pass DLC Volume 2, Mario plus Rabbids Spark of Hope got a new trailer, Tales of Symphonia Remastered got a trailer, Harvestella, another one, another farming simulator. Mario Strikers Battle League is getting a second free update. Paulina's coming, Pauline, I'm sorry, is coming, and a few other things are happening. Altair Ryza 3, Alchemist of the End, and the Secret Key. Let's see, I guess that's coming in 2023. Story of the Seasons, A Wonderful Life. They announced a lot of shit. Master Detective Archives, Rain Code, various Day Life, Sifu. See, that's kind of cool. Sifu's coming on November 8th. Fatal Frame, Mask of the Lunar Eclipse.
That's pretty cool. I mean,
Yeah.
Fatal Frame, that only came out in Japan, apparently.
Yeah, I'm not mad about this one. You know, this is the first time it's coming to the West.
Yeah.
So that's pretty exciting. Fitness Boxing, Fist of the North Star. So they're combining the popular anime Fist of the North Star with like a fitness boxing game.
What?
Yeah.
And it's like multiplayer, too, like versus.
Oh, that's
Ushindru.
that's kind of cool.
And you play online and like fight somehow online, like in this.
Make
fitness
people's
thing.
heads explode.
That'd be tight.
Everybody's just breathing hard as fuck. Okay. SpongeBob SquarePants, The Cosmic Shake. I don't know why they're considering some of these like not big announcements. Like that's pretty cool. Return to Bikini Bottom in this game, where SpongeBob and Patrick have accidentally unraveled the universe with a simple wish. It
Nice.
hits Switch next year.
Sounds like philosophical, dude. It sounds
Yeah.
next level.
I'm kind of hyped, dude. You know.
I'm in.
I'm in. Oddballers. Throw whatever you can at your opponents in this unique multiplayer game that hits Switch early next year.
That shit looked terrible.
Yeah. Factorio. After
Old game.
Malfunction causes you to crash land on a strange planet, you must build everything from scratch. Hit Switch on October 28th. Endless Dungeon. Front Mission First Remake. Front Mission 2 Remake. And that's everything from the Nintendo Direct.
Ooh,
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a mouthful.
fucking
and
long-winded fucking releases there.
Yeah, man. They're not fucking
Yeah.
playing around over there.
80% of it was Farm Simulator.
Yeah.
But it's still, it was decent. What would you rate that direct? Like after watching? it?
Honestly, pretty good. Like,
Really?
I wouldn't say it was bad.
I wouldn't say it's bad either.
I wasn't expecting a big direct. So when they come out of nowhere and they have like some decent news, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
the Fire Emblem thing and the Octopath Traveler 2 thing enough to put it at like an 8 or so for me. You know what I mean? Like,
I give it like a 7. I think we needed one more big title. Like Fire Emblem's dope. Like, Pikmin is whatever. But like we needed one thing. Like we need a big thing.
I really need a Switch.
Yeah, you did that too.
Yeah.
We need.
I'm so out of the loop on these conversations when we talk about like a big Nintendo Direct. I always find myself sitting over here and I'm like, fuck, I need to get a Switch.
those
Fuck, I need to get
OLED
a
switches are sick. But like at this point,
Swoled.
it's almost like not worth getting a Switch because I feel
No.
like next year they're going to be like, the
Then-
next big thing from Nintendo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's gonna be like this fucking like device that you wear on your chest, and then like you jump off of a roof and you fly and shit. Like I feel like their
Like,
consoles.
damn, I shouldn't have got a Switch. I could be flying around with everybody.
Their consoles are always some weird shit like that. They never just have a normal ass console.
like the Labo
Yeah.
bullshit.
Dude, it's gonna be crazy. Anyways,
That's the new Labo.
Gonna
You
have
just make
strings.
wings. Like,
it's just a console. You have to brush your teeth while you're playing, otherwise it doesn't, work. But what? So what do you got, Brent? We're moving on to the Sony.
all right, yeah, we're moving on to the Sony State of Play here. This happened pretty much right after the Nintendo Direct, so
Yeah,
a lot of news just flying at us all at once. But they opened it up with a pretty big bang. They started out with Tekken 8, which I think a lot of people
yeah, they're hyped
are
about
probably hyped about this.
Yeah, looks good.
that. I'm
It
not hyped.
looks really good, dude. Like just graphically, you know what I mean?
That's just like cutscene shit, though. Like the actual
No,
gameplay.
it was
No,
gameplay,
the
dude.
fighting gameplay looks.
Oh, okay.
very-
It was
very-
like
it's like
straight
super
up-
crisp.
Yeah, it was like super fucking crisp looking.
I feel like they bulked
it's-
them out like a lot more. Like they definitely look muscular. Like
It's Unreal. It's Unreal Engine 5, all right.
Yeah, it says it's running at 50 frames per second too, which is kind of weird.
yeah, it's a very.
I've noticed a
strange-
lot of odd choices with developers
What,
lately, like frame rate caps.
Really?
Like, there was one game I played recently that had a 40 frames per second cap on it. Like,
Maybe they're
on the
like, it's
fidelity mode.
fat. It's better than 30, but
Well, yeah, that's
they
what it
can't hit
is. It's like
60.
they know that they can get a solid 40. It's like you might as well cap it at 40 instead of 30. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, I don't know, interesting stuff. That was The Last of Us, I think, that did that. Anyways, moving on. Like a Dragon Ishin is finally coming to the West with a remake. A lot of people were really hyped about this. This game came out in like Japan or something in 2010 era, but it never came to America, and now.
Yeah, it's like a spin-off like samurai game.
Yeah, it's
that
like,
shit looks weird.
It's like the Yakuza games basically, but yeah, it's like in the samurai era, and they got like 6 shooters and fucking samurai swords and stuff. It looks kind of cool. Then we got another God of War trailer along with a themed DualSense controller coming out for it.
Yeah.
With the 2 wolves on the center.
Yeah. And then we got a lot of VR stuff too, which is kind of cool. They're really starting to, I'm seeing more and more about the VR too, which is really making me excited. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot about VR, I feel like, that they were showing off.
Totally. Let's see. Everything else, it says they did a Galaxy's Edge Enhanced Edition coming to PlayStation VR 2, which honestly,
Who gives a fuck?
that game kind of sucks ass. and it makes me mad because I see trailers for it so much.
All
It's
the
like-
time.
It's like, dude, you could push any other game. Like, you know what I mean? Like, fucking, you could push the Vader one and it would be better. You know what I mean?
It's like Disney's leftover fucking ad revenue that they
It's
just
so
shovel off to
bad.
like
It
all the
looks
VR.
it looks cool in the trailers.
It's
but-
not.
The trailer makes it look great, but
It's-
it's not. It's,
No.
Yeah.
it's really not.
It's a very shallow experience.
Yeah. Then Demio is coming to PlayStation VR 2, which a lot of people
that could
really
be-
like that
yeah.
game.
That's
Have-
the tabletop VR.
Yeah, it's like
game,
a
right?
Dungeons and Dragons type thing,
Yeah.
but like in VR, which I know a lot of people have said it's really good.
That sounds cool.
Then they had a trailer for a Hogwarts Legacy exclusive quest coming only to PlayStation, at least for like a year. or
How dare
something.
they, dude? Didn't Jim Ryan just talk about how exclusivity is terrible
Ruining
for the
it.
gaming community, dude, at large? Whatever.
The quest did look really cool, though. Honestly, I'm hyped as fuck for
Oh
Harry
yeah.
Potter. Dude.
Well, I mean, Sony's the only one enjoying a Modern Warfare 2 beta right now
Yeah.
because of exclusivity.
Only
We don't
Xbox
talk
is
about
fucked up whenever they. How dare they?
Then they had a trailer for Pacific Drive, which like the trailer looked like it was gonna be another VR game, but then they didn't put any kind of thing about VR on it the whole time. It was like, did you watch the?
Yeah, Pacific Drive looked kind, and honestly didn't say much about it. It was just like
It's just a guy driving and like lightning hitting everything.
Yeah.
And like it was weird.
they didn't talk much about it. It looked like an indie game.
Yeah, it really did. Then it says Sony explained how PlayStation Stars works and confirmed that it will start rolling out in various regions later this month. So it's like a rewards program where you can get like, stuff by getting achievements in games and stuff.
By no life in it.
Yeah. Then it says Bandai Namco announced a new mecha game called Sin Duality. Don't know much about that.
No.
Then it says PlayStation will publish Stellar Blade, which debuted at last year's PlayStation Showcase as Project Eve and will launch in 2023.
Yeah, I wonder why they changed the name on that.
I don't know. I liked Project Eve more, but whatever.
No, now it's Project Eve.
No, it's Stellar Blade.
It's Stellar Blade now.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
That's
looks
such a weird change.
it looks good. Like the actual gameplay looks pretty good, but it's just confusing.
Well, I guess because it was a project at that point. Maybe that's why.
No, yeah, that makes sense. Sony Interactive Entertainment is publishing Rise of the Ronin from Koei Tecmo Games Team Ninja as a PS5 exclusive from 2020.
I'm kind of jelly about this. That PlayStation's getting this exclusive game. But like like not even to joke about the hypocrisy of that. But like that game looks dope as fuck. Like
Yeah, it
I'm
really
actually
does.
really jealous. Like I want to play that, but I'm not gonna buy a PlayStation.
And Team Ninja's the guys making that Wulong game that I was talking about earlier. So
Okay.
Yeah, Team Ninja's back, bro. Like I mean,
they're doing their thing, man.
they've been around. Like they've been doing.
I think
like
the
Neo and
popularity
stuff.
of Elden Ring has seriously helped with like the Souls-like type
Oh, yeah.
games. Really,
Everybody's gonna try it, if they can. So, but yeah. So that was it for the.
the PlayStation. Yeah.
Okay. Do you got State of Play, or did you want me to do it?
You mean-
or not
Oh,
State of Play.
you got it.
Tokyo Game Show.
No, you got it.
Give me 1 second, because I'm gonna let you do all the Call of Duty shit. I know that I know it's like you're just waiting to.
Oh no, I'm just chilling.
No, I was.
I'm chomping at the bit, Jamel. I can't
can
wait to
see it. I can
fucking
see
love
it in your
COD.
eyes.
All I want to do is sleep, eat, and talk COD.
I talk. Okay, so at the Tokyo Game Show, we had Resident Evil Villages DLC. I don't know. Didn't they show this also at the PlayStation thing?
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't mention it on the thing. They had a little PSVR demo on the thing too.
So apparently Ethan Winters has been the main.
Oh, and they mentioned in the PlayStation Showcase that they're developing Resident Evil 4 for PlayStation 4 also.
Yes.
Which is weird.
Which is only coming to PlayStation, I think. Which is weird because all this, all these
maybe the base
exclusive
Xbox One
games.
can handle it.
These exclusive games, bro.
You shut your
it's
mouth.
Almost like
you shut
it's
your
bad
mouth.
for the gaming community
Only
at
Xbox.
large. Yeah.
It's coming to Xbox. It's not.
No, I mean
No.
there's some kind of exclusive to it. Exclusive right to
No. It's just because it's just the last gen consoles. It's not coming to Xbox. And then modern consoles, it's coming.
It'll be on Series X.
Yeah.
Okay. So Ethan Winters has been the main character of the Resident Evil series for the last 2 entries, but next month's Shadow of Rose story DLC will mark the final chapter of the Winters' time in the franchise. Elsewhere in the Resident Evil verse, we learned that the upcoming Resident Evil 4 remake is also in development for PS4 alongside the previously announced PS5 and Series X version. But okay, so yeah, the Winters are gone after this DLC. Basically, they're just done.
Well, that's sad.
It is sad. Yakuza series rebrands to Like a Dragon and reveals 3 new games for 2023 and beyond. So they announced that spin-off that Brent was talking about earlier.
The classic one.
Yeah. So it says RGG Studios' Yakuza series has always been called Like a Dragon in Japan, and now the localized versions of future games in the series will follow suit. So it's kind of like how Resident Evil is called Biohazard in Japan.
It's like if they were to just start calling it Biohazard here too.
Yeah. So beyond the name change,
I'm sure there's implications with calling it Yakuza because Yakuza is very
what
real
I was thinking,
over
yeah.
in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's like in the game there are Yakuza clans and stuff. It's very central to the story of the game, I guess.
Yeah. Beyond the name change, we learned of 3 new titles in the Like a Dragon series. Ishin, the long-awaited localization of Yakuza Samurai spinoff, Like a Dragon 8, and a spinoff starring Kazuma Kiryu. The series also probably isn't coming to Nintendo Switch. And finally, we learned the series isn't committed to stick with turn-based gameplay, and the combat style could change depending on each individual game's story. Then we saw Sonic Frontiers, Sega details. So basically, oh my gosh, I don't give a fuck about the game. The song that they were playing in that trailer, dude, oh my goodness. They're trying to make the new Escape from the City, song.
I honestly was watching it at work, so I couldn't hear what the song was like.
Oh, dude, you're missing out. It's so good. It's super catchy. I went and looked up the band and just listened to all of their songs, and I enjoyed all of them. I was like, holy shit, this is so good. So, but basically the trailer is it showed off boss battles. So Sonic Frontiers is bucking a lot of trends the Sonic franchise is known for, and Super Sonic is no exception. Usually not appearing until the final moments of each Sonic game, Super Sonic will instead be used more frequently throughout the open zone areas in Sonic Frontiers. In fact, some bosses will be practically untouchable until you unlock Super Sonic, which will also unlock an entirely new set of combat options. And then we got Suikoden, the return of the classic Konami game. So beloved Konami RPG Suikoden and Suikoden 2 are getting new HD remasters for PS2 or for PS2 for PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, and PC next year.
They're doing the 2D HD thing, right? Where it's
it looks similar, but it's
Octopath,
not. Yeah, it's not though. It's just HD, but it's not 2D HD in the way that the other games are. It looks similar in my opinion, but it doesn't look the same.
Okay.
But it says the 2 games will come packaged in one collection titled Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster, Gate Rune, and Dunin Unification Wars.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. Along with the announcement, Konami developers said they'd like to keep making more Suikoden games in the future. In addition to Suikoden, we also learned about revivals of classic Konami franchises, including The Maze of Gallius, Star Soldier, Parodius, Twin Bee, and Puyon. All those games that everyone cares about. But
Ponyo?
it's fucking Konami. Give us Metal Gear. We don't give a fuck about that other shit. And then Star Wars Eclipse will merge action-adventure with the fundamentals of Quantic Dream games. So they're trying to go for a more action-adventure game rather than...
Bad call. You should just stick to your fucking guns, man.
It won't.
Do what you do best, you know?
Well, what they said, Quantic Dream CEO Guillaume de Fondumere said, action elements are also going to be very important, in addition to a very strong story, very strong characters, multiple playable characters, and of course, giving the players the possibility to change through their actions and decisions how the story unfolds.
Bro, I just hope it's like Detroit Become Human with Star Wars. Like, that's all I want. I don't want some fucking forced fucking lightsaber fight where you have to actually control your character. Like, you just give me some quick time event or something and make it like a fucking Detroit Become Human.
Yeah, make it all
with Star
story.
Wars. Yeah, like, that shit would be sick.
All I got to say is the graphics of that game just... I know it's not going to look like that, but it's still...
I bet it will, dude. Detroit was fucking amazing looking. Like, I mean, to this day.
When is it slated?
Like
24?
2023, I think. I mean, they haven't said. There's no date or anything.
Yeah.
But
yeah, then it
I
could.
bet
I mean,
it'll
it
look
could.
at least close to the, like, you know what I mean?
it'll look close, but it's not going to look like the fucking... I seriously doubt it's going to look like what
Once
it
they
looks
start
like.
implementing that Unreal Engine 5 stuff,
yeah.
we're going to see a lot more games that look a lot like that. You know what I mean?
For sure. One Piece Odyssey will... Oh, what's up, Devin?
I was just going to agree. For
Oh,
sure.
okay. Yeah.
Sorry.
One Piece Odyssey will arrive in the West for PlayStation, Xbox, and PC on January 13th. This is just a slight delay, as the game was originally supposed to launch sometime this year. The game features an original story written by Eiichiro Oda, author of the One Piece manga. And then more monsters are on the way to Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, including the Violet Mitsutsune, Flaming Espinas, and Ryzen Chameleos. What the fuck? Anyways,
You're just making this up.
a new update is launching on September 29th. It will also bring unlockable layered weapons, new Kyros investigations, and more. And then Team Ninja's new Souls-like Wolong. See, this is where I saw it. It was at the Tokyo Game Show.
Yeah.
Fallen Dynasty has a new demo out now on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S, which Brent has already played. The game is also coming to last-gen consoles, but the demo is only available for current-gen console owners. The game is set to be just as challenging as the studio's Neo titles. And then
Definitely is. It's very hard.
Is it?
Yeah.
The trailer for Tainer Games, The Awakener Risen, shows off 4 classes: Warrior, Sword Dance, Soldier, and Lancer. In the game, you play as an adventurer born in the Third Era who sets off on an exciting adventure into the world of Sylvaland. The game is set to come to PS5, PS4, and PC in 2023. Okay, and then we got Capcom's upcoming dinosaur survival game, Exoprimal, got a new trailer at TGS 2022. The trailer shows off exo fighters wearing powerful exosuits and their goal to eliminate the origins of the dinosaur threat. Good call. We don't want them around. And then Xbox announced that Deathloop is coming to Game Pass this week, and it will come with a newly extended ending. In addition, Game Pass subscribers can look forward to a new Forza Horizon 5 update, Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle, Guilty Gear Strive, and Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch Remastered, all coming to Game Pass.
That one kind of slipped
Well,
under the
not the
radar
update.
for me, the Ni no Kuni. It's like, I fucking love that game, dude. Like,
It's like Pokemon, kind of,
yeah,
with like Hayao
time
Miyazaki.
travel elements fucking mixed into it. Like, it's sick, dude.
Yeah,
Really great story. Good game. But yeah,
it's on
fucking
Game Pass now.
Deathloop, dude. Like, I'm hyped.
Yeah, I'm excited for Deathloop.
And this
I'm
is
definitely
something
gonna
that
download
if
it.
you're playing on PlayStation or PC or something, you can also be hyped about the ending. They're going to patch it in
Yeah.
for everybody, so it's not just like an Xbox exclusive thing. But
Because that would be just against everybody. You know what I'm saying? That would just be fucked up, dude, if Xbox had any exclusives at all.
Even almost.
Yeah, like don't even fucking dream about it. But anyways, so Devin, what you got? Give us the lowdown on the Call of Duty.
This is the kind of big news as well during the week. Call of Duty had a big event, and where a bunch of streamers came in and played not only the multiplayer but also Warzone 2.
Oh.
Yes.
So we got to see a whole lot of gameplay.
How'd that look?
Oh, dude,
It looks
so
pretty
fucking cool.
Yeah, it looks a lot. It's like I mean, it looks familiar, but there's a lot of good change that's going to come to Warzone 2. So first and foremost, I mean, one big change that we're seeing is with Gunsmith 2 is that instead of unlocking attachments for each individual gun and having to like grind out and level up every single gun, attachments are unlocked across the board for weapons. Like you earn experience if you use these types of attachments, and then there's a tree for it.
That's cool. I like
so
that.
Which
So-
I think is going to stop meta.
Yeah,
Which is
because
gonna be
the whole
dope.
reason that there's such a heavy meta in Warzone is because they keep selling these packs that have these weapons that just came out, or
Yeah, and you don't have all
or
the
nobody
attachments
used
for it.
at all, and they want people to use them and level them up, and so they make them meta to get people to use them more and play more.
That's technically a theory. We
It's
can't
not
say
a
they
fucking
actually,
theory.
but
No.
it's totally the truth.
Yeah,
though.
it's not a fucking theory. Whenever you can look, be like, all right, what if you go and look at what the meta is, and then you go and look at the cosmetic packs are in the store, like they almost always line up with like new
of course.
cosmetic packs. But,
It's coincidence.
So
No,
with Warzone 2, the map is going to be called Al Mazrah, and I'm not sure the setting, but it's a very deserty. It's like a deserty coast setting.
Yeah, but
I'm
it's got
jumping in there with you guys whenever I get it. It's going down.
it's got a bunch of stuff from older games,
Yes.
like different areas.
So a bunch of old Infinity Ward maps are laid in. I saw Terminal is going to be in
Nice.
there. High Rise.
Nice.
The roof map. What's the other one with the big dome? That big like white. It almost looks like a white cloth dome, and then there's like the map is kind of around it. That's going to be in there. I can't think of the name off the top of my head. But
I'm
there's going to be a
hyped for
lot of
Terminal.
iconic
That's cool.
locations. Yeah, a lot of iconic
Catch
locations.
me on that plane.
Dude, another big thing that is going to reintroduce toxicity back to gaming is proximity mics.
Oh hell yeah!
Yep.
Dude.
So you're going to be able
Proximity chat,
to.
dude.
I'm gonna be
and-
talking so much shit, bro.
Yeah, so motherfuckers are going to be, if someone's camping in a building, be like, look here, you little bitch, come out. Like,
Yeah,
just talking
It's
shit
gonna
to
be
him.
fun to have like your whole squad around a house, just like yelling at a guy inside who's hiding. It's like, we know you're in there. It's just like
Oh,
fucking
but
with people.
it's going to be so fucking toxic.
Streaming's gonna be so fun, like with that game, or like watching people stream that game is gonna get so funny. Like,
yeah, they're going to be like, oh, shit. Like, sorry, chat. Like, a lot of sorry chats coming up.
it's gonna be toxic.
What else? Oh, there's going to be dolphin diving. You can't slide cancel anymore. You
Yeah,
cannot
slide
sprint
canceling
and replate. You can't sprint and replate. The map is huge. The map is also going to, instead of going down to one singular circle, it is now going to go down to 3 different circles. And then
Yeah.
those 3 are going to converge.
Ah, cool.
Yeah,
that's
which is-
fun.
So that can make
Changes
for
the
some
game,
real,
bro.
yeah, like
yeah,
the last 3, it's like a showdown, basically.
yeah, that's kind of fun.
Which I was wondering, I was like, is there anything new you can really bring to the battle royale genre? And they're fucking doing it.
Yeah,
They're
and then
thinking of things.
Gulag
Those
has
crazy bastards.
Those crazy bastards over at
changing up the
Activision.
fucking formulas.
Yeah.
Gulag is going to be different. So now instead of being a 1v1 in Gulag, you're actually going to be paired up with a random
Oh
of
shit.
versus 2 computers,
Yeah.
supposedly.
I
There's
don't
also,
think I don't think it's gonna be computers. I think it's
or is it 2v2?
I think it's 2v2,
Players.
and then if there's not enough people, then you'll get computers.
What
Like,
happens when
Oh,
it
okay.
comes down to the last 2 guys in the game and you got to kill your gulag buddy? You know what I mean?
You only
Gulag
get one
shut
gulag
down.
till like the last or the like second to last circle.
No, I'm just saying, like, early game starts up, you get killed, they throw you in the gulag with like Fred dead 1, and then like the end of the game comes, you guys both survive the gulag.
Oh, and you gotta
the
battle
last
it out.
guy is
Yeah.
Fred's dead 1. You know,
That's also gonna make it really fun and interesting
it's gonna
because
be
like
sad, bro.
Well,
You're gonna have to fucking ice your
or-
homie.
or if y'all don't fight it out when y'all first drop,
Just
because
hold hands in the fucking.
whenever y'all make
cloud.
it through, y'all both deploy back at the same time. Whenever you
yeah,
if
but
you
you'll
win.
deploy in different areas. You'll
True,
deploy
yeah.
close to your homies.
Yeah.
So like, but at the end, if y'all meet up and you're like, "Hey man,
I
you-
always knew it would be you.
yeah,
So
I
there's-
promise
you can hang.
I'll give you the fight of your life."
You can you can hang
I
from
would-
ledges now and shoot with the other hand.
Oh no, that's gonna be some pop one bullshit right
Dude,
there,
there's gonna be
dude.
motherfuckers camping.
There's
ledges
already
now.
clips of it from like people that have
Some
got to
cliff
play it.
peekers, bro.
No, this one clip, dude, this kid was running, like he climbed up this ladder real quick and was like, oh shit, there's a guy. And so he turns, runs, but then turns around, grabs the ledge, and then fucking like reaches
He's,
up
like,
and
hanging
shoots him
off
as
of-
he was like chasing him off the
Oh,
roof.
that's cool.
So that was pretty cool, but
It's gonna add a
That's
whole
gonna
new
be some
thing.
bullshit. I'm
no,
not
it's gonna
lie.
get abused. It's gonna get abused real fast.
Yeah, but they'll just patch it. It's gonna like I just hope it doesn't turn into like a Fortnite thing
They
with
should
the
just make it-
building. I mean,
They should just make it where you can't hang on a ledge for more than like a few seconds.
I
You
agree.
know,
Maybe have, like, a
maybe
stamina meter.
stamina thing.
Yeah.
You
They
know,
should
then you
definitely-
can't just hang there and wait for people to show up and then pop up and blast
yeah,
them.
like
You
30
know?
minutes later, and it's still hanging there, just like waiting for somebody
Dude,
to come
people
by.
do that shit in Population 1. They'll just sit behind a wall and then like pull themselves over and boop 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 boop. You know.
yeah. I also think you might only be able to use your handgun or like in that situation.
Yeah, it's only pistol.
Yeah.
So-
That's a good thing. But
Still though.
vehicles are going to run out of gas.
Yep.
And tires can be blown out.
Oh, that's cool.
can go
Both
to-
of which can be
yeah.
fixed at a gas station. though.
Oh,
That's what I was about
cool.
to say. That's the hype mode for me. I don't know why that gets me hype, but I
We're
just
gonna
want to
be
go to
doing
a
some
gas
pit
station,
stops
dude.
in this motherfucker. Like,
grab an energy drink.
all right, you fix the
know.
tires. You fuel us up. We gotta.
And I'll grab the snacks. Like-
You keep watch. Fucking. So yeah, there's also going to be water play now. You can swim and
Aw,
dive
neat.
under the water, and
You
there's
already
also
know
boats,
there's
right?
gonna be
There's
some
gonna be
cool
boats,
stuff.
yeah.
Oh, cool.
yeah. So there's
Oh,
a
it's
big
gonna be
river
fun.
in the map. There's a big river that runs like to the middle and then kind of runs off to another section of it.
Oh, you already know there's gonna be assholes up and down that shit, just
Yeah.
killing
Oh,
people coming
like
through in
pirates.
boats. Yeah.
This kind of feels like they were like, well, Battlefield fucking died. We'll just be Battlefield. We'll just do it right. You know.
I'm okay with that.
Same. Yeah.
So yeah, that's about all.
I can't wait to play that.
The big changes. The guns look good. The gunplay looks good.
What about actual Modern Warfare 2? Did it look anything
Looks like
special?
Modern
It's a
Warfare.
I mean, they're the same exact things.
Yeah.
Well, there's going to be third person. They're adding third
Oh,
person
playlist,
modes
yeah.
into multiplayer.
Into Warzone or
No, just
multiplayer. Yeah, and like the Modern Warfare 2 looks exactly like Warzone's 2 is going to look like. But they improved on the engines. It looks a little nicer still. The animations, in my opinion, look a little more real, even still. Like they did a really good job with Modern Warfare 1, but
Yeah, Modern Warfare.
there's a
1
lot of
was
like
great.
they just improved on everything basically.
Cool.
Just a little bit, not huge, but then it's more so the added features of like dolphin diving again.
I might just buy the whole game
all
on
that
that
shit.
one, honestly. You know?
I'm for sure buying it. I mean, Infinity Ward did a really good job with the last one, so I trust them on this one. Treyarch and who is it? Sledgehammer that's making the other like Vanguard and shit. Like
Yeah.
they need to catch up.
Yeah.
They've been
That's when-
needing to catch up this
When
whole
people
time,
bitch
but-
about like the same fucking COD for the last 10 years, it's like Treyarch and Sledgehammer.
I
but
like Treyarch's up until
They're-
like Black Ops 4.
their stories were really good, but then it just kind of got dragged out so
I just
far.
like their zombies mode. Like Treyarch
that's
did
why-
the zombies better than anybody. You know, I just wish Treyarch would make standalone zombies games and nothing else. I know that sounds crazy.
They could do it though.
Well,
Yeah.
I think it would be sick. Like focus all your energy and like have a zombies campaign and have like a fucking dope zombies multiplayer mode and like
Yeah.
you could do it. It would be sick.
I mean, everybody
sure.
that I knew that actually got Cold War only got it because of zombies. Like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that's why everybody bought World at War in the first place, was because of that. Like it was just like
Yeah.
zombies was a fucking thing for a while.
It really was,
It was
man.
a
It was like
bop.
the original like roguelite you could play with your friends. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Mhm. Brent, what you got over there?
Oh shit. Let's see. Okay. This is the big footage or the big thing here. Let's see. A massive trove of Grand Theft Auto 6 assets, including pre-alpha footage and multiple screenshots, were released to public forums early Sunday morning. The assets were reportedly taken from Rockstar's servers by a single hacker calling themselves Teapot Tuber Hacker.
Teapot Uber hacker.
Teapot Uber Hacker, who also claims to have GTA 5 and 6 source code and assets, as well as a GTA 6 test build.
The fact this dude has the full source code to GTA 6 is fucking crazy.
It's
heavy.
really
It's
crazy.
a fucking
And
significant.
he's holding it for ransom too. He's not just like got this stuff. He's actually like trying to make a deal with them. He's like basically like, you're gonna pay me a bunch of money or I'm gonna release the source code. So you know they're in like fucking like emergency mode over at Rockstar right now.
Yeah, man. I mean, like at this point, if you're Rockstar though, you can't like negotiate with terrorists.
I mean,
know?
you have to, because if he releases the GTA 6 source code, people are just going to take the game and put it out. Like they're just going to put the game up for you to play it right now.
Fuck up a lot of shit.
And modders are going to just finish the game before they can even put their game out. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's going to be fucking nuts. Like, and the thing is like nobody knows where this hacker's located. If he's in Russia, nothing bad could happen to this guy. Like they're not going to arrest him. They're not going to do anything about it. It's like not even illegal, I feel like, on his level. I mean, so like if he's in Russia or one of these places like that. So,
well, morality aside, what did you guys watch any of the leaks? What do you think about this?
I mean, it's not a significant leap, but there's a lot of small changes.
Well, it's
a lot
also
more
like
detail.
pre-alpha, like, you know what I mean? You can tell that this is super unpolished, unfinished, fucking
definitely
like,
unpolished. I wouldn't say it's pre-alpha. I would just say it's alpha. But it's like it's weird because you do see a lot of like it's taking place in Vice City. Like that was the rumor for a long time, and it came true.
I mean, it makes sense. Like, you know, all signs pointed to Vice City. Like,
I guess. I mean, a new location.
I was hoping Houston, just because we live so close to Houston. I don't know why Houston hasn't been used yet. Like, it's like
because they know they can make more money revisiting a location that you've already known and loved. Like we did Liberty City for 4, we did San Andreas for 5. It makes sense to go back to Vice City. Maybe on 7. A new city.
We'll go to Houston finally. No, but
what would it be called? What would Houston be called in GTA?
Astro
universe?
City or something?
They would do something like Red Dead, where they combine like Texas and Mexico and like fucking something else all into one. Fucking Louisiana. You know,
maybe a couple places. Yeah, Space City or something like that is what they could call it.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Like, but anyways, like, so it's gonna be a Vice City. They're bringing back like the nightclubs, but it's a present day Vice City. And a lot of the footage that has come out shows the actual, you know, like you can see comparisons between Vice City and the new one. It's pretty cool.
We've also seen like a female protagonist and a male protagonist.
So it might be her boyfriend.
I was going to say, you see them working together in one scene. Yeah. So it's like maybe we got like a Bonnie and Clyde in Vice City kind of thing going on here, and story-wise. I could see that being a fun story.
That's actually what they said it was, is that it's... It is based off of Bonnie and Clyde, like that whole situation is. So, and they are boyfriend girlfriend, and that's the thing. They're just in a life of crime together, I guess.
Cool,
interesting.
I think that could be great.
It could be, there could be a good dynamic there.
I see a lot of potential in that.
I wonder if there's going to be a third character.
I don't know, because 5 did it so successfully with 3 characters, but also there's like no, reason why it couldn't just be the 2 of them. You know what I mean? But also,
Red Dead, you kind of just stuck with Arthur.
Yeah. Well, yeah, for the most part.
Well, but I don't know. I think like I'm not jumping the gun on how it looked, but I did
look
notice
significantly
differences.
better. Like whenever the game comes out, I can guarantee.
There's lots of little details that they put into it, and then like the store or like the restaurant, the fast food restaurant that they were in, like there was a lot of detail and items and all kinds of stuff all throughout that setting.
Yeah, but even that looked like it had a certain level of polish that it was missing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, some of the characters weren't even like fully rendered out. They were only like stand-in models.
Yeah. Like lighting assets haven't been put into it and stuff, you can tell. But also at the same time, like the voice acting seemed pretty fleshed out. It was really funny. Like a lot of the comments they were making.
I like the interaction too.
With you can tell they're doing a lot of like
NPCs.
the Red Dead type thing. Whenever you look at them, like it would bring up the little thing where you could like greet them or attack them or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or
Rob.
Dead,
there's like interaction with like Rob, greet, talk.
Yeah, that is one thing that I think is going to be fleshed out, is like a lot of robbing and like thieving, but also there's a lot of weird shit going on with the interiors of vehicles. Like there's a lot of customization that you can do with the inside of your car, and like so it's just some weird shit. Yeah, like they were showing like the inside, like you can like move the seat up and down and like do all this other shit.
That's cool. I mean, that makes sense though, because like they got to take it a step further than 5, and 5 already has such an extensive fucking vehicle customization.
Dude, and
thing.
people
like,
customize the shit out of their vehicles and have like car meets in GTA and
it's
shit.
crazy
Like,
how like
I'm sure they're gonna. That's gonna be a heavy focus, I guarantee.
yeah, no
Yeah,
doubt.
the online. Oh,
Because
my
I mean,
gosh.
like, what? Yeah, what? One
especially,
of the
like-
big drivers in GTA Online was buying like vehicles and shit. Like,
Yeah.
so why would they not compound on that?
Well, in Miami's kind of got the car scene thing, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like
Yeah.
it'll be, a bunch of low riders and stuff. It'll be cool.
So, outside of the GTA 6 news, Metal Gear Solid and Death Stranding creator Hideo Kojima is playing mind games once more, this time seeming to tease actress Elle Fanning's appearance in something. The tease is incredibly vague, however. The Kojima Productions website now has a page that hosts a single image of a shadowy figure with the question, "Who am I?" posted on the top. The Game Awards host Jeff Keighley tweeted the mysterious image, and Twitter user Jose Molinas appears to have deduced that the person behind it is Maleficent mistress of evil actress Elle Fanning. So that covers the who, but the where, what, when, and why are still anyone's guess. Kojima isn't shy when it comes to sharing bizarre and obscure teasers for his games, so we'll just have to wait and see what this one is in relation to. But other news on Kojima, he was actually chilling with what's his name from Xbox? What's
Phil Spencer?
Phil Spencer. So he's working on a new game with Xbox. So like that's confirmed. So they're gonna destroy the future of gaming as we know it, because it might be exclusive. I don't want to talk too soon, but so a lot of people are saying this is gonna.
No, they wouldn't do that, bro.
No, they couldn't do it
Xbox would never do that.
legally. They couldn't do it. Only Sony's allowed to legally do
Yeah,
that.
that's
No,
how
but,
it works.
but a lot of people are saying that this is going to be his horror game that he's going to do. It's going to be
my
on
God.
Xbox because he's.
Imagine if he makes a horror game that's not Silent Hill. You know what I mean?
That's what
Like-
I'm saying. I don't
like,
care if it's
just
Silent Hills or
let
not.
him just unleash the horrors in his brain, because there's some.
Oh yeah,
You know?
let him make PT. Like PT does not have to be Silent Hills. It could literally just be called PT and just make the whole game, like and do whatever the
Yeah.
fuck you're gonna do with it. It didn't even look like Silent Hill.
You could just make PT stand for something else. You know what I mean? Just for
Yeah.
shits and gigs. Just
Pure terror.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you made a game called
Kojima,
PT
hit
that
me
just
up.
stood for pure terror and it was made by Hideo
Kojima.
bro, I buy that day one. I don't even have to. I don't have to watch reviews. Nothing.
Hey, don't worry. You won't have to buy it. It'll come to Game Pass day one. No, but that's the other thing is, it's basically official now that he's working on Death Stranding 2 as well. So like, you're still gonna get your PlayStation, shit. So, but it's gonna be Death Stranding 2. So
Ugh.
sorry, guys.
Mm.
But yeah,
My problem with Death Stranding is like, I want to like it so bad, but I just don't. Like, I just can't stand playing it.
it's
like,
literally the Postman, like, but as a game.
the graphics are so good, and it's like so well optimized for PC. Like, it runs fucking perfectly.
I
But
think the game's just like it's like a ASMR simulator. Like all the noises and like the visuals are really amazing, but the game is just like, all right, this is cool, I guess. Whatever.
It's just weird. It's just a weird game.
Yeah. But anyways, Brent, what you got?
Oh.
Or is it Devin?
We always, yeah.
It's
we
Devin.
do,
Okay,
Let's
Devin.
see what,
Well, I got one. I'm just gonna pop up. The base game of Sims 4 is going completely free.
oh, that's pretty
but,
cool.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
still gonna cost you like $1,200
At
to
least.
get all the fucking packs. Though.
At least,
That's
yeah.
still
The
a pretty
fa-
decent amount of content in the Sims 4 base game, though.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can like name your sim in the base one.
And
Yeah.
then that's it.
You can build a house, bro.
Maybe
With a
We'll
normal
see about
toilet.
And then Street Fighter 6 will get a closed beta next month. I have a good bit, so I'm just gonna pop off these two quick ones.
Yeah.
It's going to be October 7th to 10th
nice.
for Xbox or for PS5, Series X, and PC.
You know what makes me mad? Is there was like this thing is like Call of Duty 2 Modern Warfare open beta. It's like, oh shit, open beta. I was like, I clicked on it and it's like purchase the game to get access to the open beta. I was like, it's not open if I have to purchase the game. Like, isn't that
Well,
like
well, no,
it
there's
will
different.
be open.
Yeah, there's different windows. It's going to be open beta the 24th.
but you might still have
okay.
to buy it, like to do it.
No, there's going to be one like large, like wide open beta, and then 22nd. Before that, the
only on
22nd,
PlayStation,
it's
right?
no. Right now is only on PlayStation. The 22nd, it's going to be
Closed beta.
beta, and then the 24th, it's going to be open beta for everyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Oh, that makes it a little
if you can
better, I
download
guess.
it in time, because I haven't heard any like file sizes about it yet.
I'm sure it won't be
Probably
that bad.
massive, you know.
Probably going to be ridiculous.
All right.
What you got, Brett?
Let's see. Vega is getting out of the GPU game.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, did you see this?
I did.
Apparently, they're losing hundreds of dollars on each card, so they're getting out of the GPU game.
Huh.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I also saw something about it's a respect thing, like with NVIDIA. And
Well, they're mad about Nvidia like fucking undercutting them on the prices of like because like the founders editions are cheaper than what they're allowed to sell the cards at or something like
Oh,
that.
okay.
So they're mad about that or something.
Wow.
But you know, whatever. It's not like you're not selling them. You know.
Yeah, and they're talking about getting out of the graphics card game altogether.
No, they are. I think they are completely getting
Are
out
they?
of the graphics card game. Yeah.
Like
I
we're
heard
gonna.
there's-
Because their
open
only
a
partner
Wendy's.
was Nvidia. Like
Yeah.
I don't think they did any AMD or anything.
No, they
so
didn't.
like now that they're breaking ties with Nvidia, it's like,
Now what?
yeah, I don't know. Well,
I mean, a chip company could. I mean, there's a lot of other stuff they could go on to, right?
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
But
Yeah.
nothing fun. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, so Sony has officially confirmed that PSVR 2 will not be able to play games originally made for the original PlayStation VR. In the latest episode of the official PlayStation podcast at around the 29 minute and 10-second mark, SVP of Platform Experience Hideki Nishino confirms that the PSVR 2 will not have backwards compatibility with original PSVR games.
I mean, with PlayStation's track record, are we surprised?
I mean, well, first of all, okay, I'm a little disappointed just because I have like
A bunch of
100
games.
fucking PSVR games, but at the same time, I'm not surprised because the technology here is completely different. Like
Yeah.
the entire like system of tracking is completely different. You know what I mean? Like, so to expect a game to just boot up and work on inside-out tracking versus an external tracking solution, you know, when the game is programmed to work from the PlayStation camera and the Move controllers, you know what I mean? It's asking a lot. You know what I mean? And it's asking a lot to have some sort of built-in solution for that, you know? But I don't think it's asking a lot to think that developers will do some sort of similar thing to like the PS4 to PS5 upgrade thing. Like games like The Persistence, which have a VR mode on PSVR, have already given you a free PS5 version of their game. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's out of the question for them to just, you know, either give you a free upgrade to a PS5 game version of the game. But the problem is, I think only games that'll do that are like the super popular ones, like Moss or fucking Vacation Simulator or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, and also with like Vacation Simulator and games like that, I mean, you look at PC and it being able to use, you know, you can play it with any headset or gear, you know, on PC.
Mm-hmm.
Like we should see at least see that kind of like
Those will probably
transferability.
yeah.
Like I would hope we'd at least see those.
Yeah.
But as far as like PSVR specific games, like what you said, I think
Well, and I'm
is spot
thinking
on.
maybe like their flagship games will probably find some sort of solution. Like I'm thinking they'll probably do something with like Farpoint and like, you know, the ones that are like a big deal on PlayStation, like what's the one that came out, the Iron Man game. Like I'm sure those will get some sort of PS5 version of the game. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I'm thinking that again, that'll all come down to the developers and like, you know, what they're willing to do.
Yeah.
I think a lot of them are probably more interested in just making a game that can take advantage of the PSVR 2
New
fully
features.
as opposed to like, you know,
Yeah.
updating their old games. Like Firewall is making that new game. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's interesting. Whatever the case may be. I've been hearing a lot of stuff about like the actual people who demoed the PSVR 2. Like a lot of the big publishers got to go out and fucking try the PSVR 2 this week. And apparently it's dope as shit. Like, I really can't wait to try it. Like, the eye tracking is apparently, like, a really big, you know,
Feature.
thing. Yeah, like...
Everybody who's tried it has liked it so far. That's the
And the
thing.
haptics in the controller, like, they were talking about how, like, in the Horizon game, they're, like, sailing past trees, and they'll, like, reach up and touch the trees, and, like, the rumble, like, feels
that's
like
cool.
the leaves are, like, sliding
Nice.
across your hand and stuff as it goes by, you know what I mean?
That's a smart thing to do with it. I
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, after the freaking
DualSense.
DualSense 2, like, why would they not focus on haptics?
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's all about the mouth haptics.
So we get mouth haptics on PSVR? I'm not in, dude.
I'm just excited for Resident Evil. Honestly, that's like the whole selling point for me. Like I
and a lot.
I know Resident Evil games like translate well to VR, and like the whole time I was playing Resident Evil 8, I'm like, this would be the dopest VR game.
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be.
Oh, it really will be, and it's also less scary than 7, so I won't like be shitting myself the entire time I'm playing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. It's not as dark. It is dark, but
there
it's
are
not
some parts
as
that
dark.
will be horrifying, like the dollhouse place. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, fuck that place. But even that's not as bad as like just
7.
Yeah, having what's her face crawling up the stairs at you in the dark.
That shit was so scary. That whole boss fight is one of the scariest things like from a video game.
Yeah, because you feel helpless.
Yeah,
There's like nothing you can do. But anyways, Devin.
Oh, is it me? So our boy Phil Spencer reiterates that Xbox has no plan for a price hike.
Yeah, they basically just
Good,
want to come out and be like, yeah,
just
we're
wanna flex
not
on
raising.
everybody.
Taking a stab at Sony.
well, that's real though. Like honestly, I respect that.
Yeah.
Like they have a really great price for their Series X right now. Like a very very competitive.
It's sitting comfy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like really all they're trying to do is sell you a conduit to Game Pass. So they don't give a fuck about raising the price. They just want you to get Game Pass somehow.
I mean, like the power and the performance you get with a Series X, like, is just incredible for $500. Like, it really is.
You can get the Seagate like 500 something megabyte or no, not megabyte, gigabyte SSD now for like $69.
What? Will
Yeah.
it work for PS5?
Only for Xbox.
Ah,
Because
Yeah.
PS5 has the
You need the
specific
M2.
NVMe.
yeah. But that shit is fast as fuck, though.
Oh, yeah.
boy.
Yeah, expensive as fuck too.
Yeah. But for $69 for that, that's not bad at all.
No, that's really good.
Now we just gotta wait on that terabyte, then we'll be good. But
Yeah.
anyways, as part of a partnership. Oh, wait, is it Brent?
Is it me?
That's
Yeah, go ahead,
Oh,
Brent.
okay. The Xbox app on PC has received various performance improvements, and revamped game details page includes how long to beat integration. So this is pretty cool. I don't know if
Yeah.
you guys have been on the PC Xbox Game Pass app.
I saw the
In the
updated
past
like
few days.
visual, but I didn't look. I didn't like dig into it.
So it loads up faster. First of all, when you click on the actual Xbox app, it like
Yeah.
pops up and loads up faster. And like when you click on a game, it tells you first of all if it'll run good on your computer, which they integrated that a little while back.
Oh,
but
like
now,
a benchmark.
yeah, it's kind of like a built-in benchmark. It'll be like this game will run great on your computer, you know. And then like there's also
Or to tell you you have a potato.
yeah, for real though. But then it also now it has like how long to beat the game, like main story, main with extras, and completionist.
No
so it
shit.
tells you like so you can kind of decide is this a 40-hour investment that I want to do, or is this like
Yeah.
a little shorty game that I could just beat really quick and have fun with? You know what I mean?
That's cool.
Yeah, I personally
Especially
get
for
a
the
kick
busy
out of-
adult gamer like
Yeah.
who isn't sure. Like that's me. Like I'll be looking at a bunch of games like I don't know. Like
Well, and sometimes the
if I
game's
get
less
into this
intimidating to me if I see it's like, oh, it's only a 4-hour game. You know,
Yeah.
I might as well just blast through it real quick and just see if it's any good. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And it's
that-
all
yeah.
user submitted stuff too. So
Yeah.
like you can always submit stuff if you don't see one after you play it. It's kind of cool. But
Oh, yeah. That's dope.
so Discord is officially on Xbox now. Like,
Is it official?
yeah, it says Discord announced today that it is finally adding voice chat integration to Xbox consoles. The addition means that Xbox Series X and S and Xbox One owners will be able to talk to their friends on Discord voice chats from their consoles rather than having to use other devices.
Fuck yes.
That's hella cool.
Hold up, though. In a press release, Discord notes that Xbox Insider will be able to use its voice chat feature on their consoles starting today. The feature coming at a later date for all users. So it is for just the insiders, but it's easy to be an insider. You can just go and like request it. But as Discord notes, the feature has been widely requested by users. Previously, the company allowed Xbox owners to connect their accounts, but could only be used to display information like gamer tags. So yeah, it's up for insiders, but still, it's fucking up. So
It's a big step.
it's a huge step.
I mean, the fact that we hadn't gotten this like much sooner is unbelievable.
Insane. Yeah.
Like,
But anyways,
like if I was a console like lead like decision maker, I would have been jumping on that shit a long time ago.
Oh yeah.
Elden Ring is getting a board game.
Oh great.
Yep, because why not? You know,
Yeah,
any-
might as well,
Yeah.
getting that tabletop.
if it's not super fucking hard, then like.
I mean,
I'm gonna bust off a couple just because I have a couple like just quick ones.
Yeah.
Next week on Epic, Ark Survival and Gloomhaven is gonna be free. Next week on Epic.
Gloomhaven, where that's that board game, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a board game.
I actually played the actual physical version of that game recently with some
Is it cool?
friends. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, the
The
article
board
holds
game
it at pretty high
itself
regard.
is like a fucking box like this, and it's worth like $160 or some shit. Like
Holy
it's
shit.
fucking crazy. Like, but like it's like that Fallen Lands game we played, but like fucking.
But
like,
good.
Even bigger, crazier. Like
Damn.
fucking. But like, fortunately, I had a guy with me that knew how to play it. So.
Did you finish your D&D campaign?
No, we're still campaigning. It's probably like a never-ending D&D
Oh, okay,
campaign.
okay.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, it's one of those that we'll just indefinitely play forever.
Nice.
What if you die somewhere and then like
would
it's
be
never
really
ending?
sad.
So you
Do you
can't.
respawn?
We had a guy die the other day, and like I thought he was just gonna be like dead, but apparently you can like do like a saving roll or something, and like it's really hard to fucking die. You know what I mean?
Not my kind of game, not enough challenge.
Yeah, I want permadeath.
I did tell the DM, I was like, don't be afraid to kill my ass if I do something stupid. I was like, just like, let me have. It's like, and I've determined that if I die, I'm gonna restart with a whole new character. Like, I'm permadeathing my
Permadeath it,
character.
yeah.
For
Well,
sure.
I thought that's
You
how it
just show
usually
up,
went
like-
in D&D, right?
Yeah, I think for the most part, half of our people
If
are
you
like
like
me who
hardcore.
like aren't who don't really know how to play D&D. Like we're just kind of learning on the fly. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think he's being pretty forgiving with a lot of us. You know what I mean?
That's good.
It's like you die and they're like, no, Brent, and then like this whole thing, and then like they go to a tavern to like celebrate your life, and then you're just there as a different person now.
That's actually exactly.
Hello,
what
lads.
happened. That's pretty much.
The guy kind of
100%.
looks like Brent.
Fucking- So another hilarious statement from Electronic Arts or EA
Uh-oh.
CEO.
Uh-oh.
Kind of hopes Call of Duty will become an Xbox exclusive because the uncertainty about the future of Call of Duty is a tremendous opportunity for Battlefield.
What?
Dude,
You know what was a big
That's
opportunity?
him, like PlayStation. Wink, wink.
You know what a
No.
big
Oh my
opportunity for
God.
Battlefield was? It was
Just
Battlefield. The game.
Yeah,
like
doing
that
the
you
game
guys-
fucking right and not releasing some half-ass piece of shit with no features and no maps and no nothing.
bugs and everything.
Like,
But
well, now I can't say that there was many bugs because what you could play.
there's literally
play-
like people flying through the fucking sky.
No,
like,
but he does have a good point, though. I actually agree with him here because, like, if he were to, if Call of Duty did become an Xbox exclusive,
which
like,
it won't. It won't ever.
I'm just saying, hypothetically, 5 years from now,
It's
things can
illegal.
change. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Fucking, this would definitely put Battlefield in a better position. It really would. Like, I think more people on PlayStation would be forced to go to the next most popular
Oh, that's
military
true.
shooter, and like that
Well,
would
yeah,
be
that's
Battlefield.
Yeah, that's the angle that they're.
But the thing is, Battlefield would still have to step it up, because
Yeah.
there's always somebody else that's going to come fill in those shoes.
They'll just
you
play
know what I
PUBG.
mean?
Oh, which speaking of, I actually forgot to mention this. I did play. I played 2042 this past week just to see because there's been a lot of updates.
Has it gotten any better?
Yeah, there's still features missing. As far as I could tell, like fucking game chat still isn't integrated
What
for
the
what.
hell?
Yeah, I don't. In a squad-based fucking shooter, you'd think you'd have game chat. As far as I could tell, unless I just had to go into my settings and turn it on. I know that there's plans that it's coming eventually. But I played the new map and I used a bunch of different guns and stuff and fucked around. There's a battle pass and shit in it, this and that. And I actually had a decent time with it. I will say. I was very surprised. I was not expecting a lot, but I played and they actually put Rush into 2042 instead of just in the portal modes.
Oh, cool.
And so I played Rush with all like the new weapons and shit and this and that. And it was a lot of fun. It was like old school Rush and like my team, maybe I was just with a good team, but we were playing like super tactically to move up to the next objectives and stuff. And everybody was playing the objective. And it was a good couple matches that I actually got in. So
Cool.
I was
Nice.
very surprised and a little bit relieved that it might actually go in a decent direction. But this dipshit just keeps fucking killing any hope that I have. because he's hoping on this shit instead of just like focusing and cracking down on, fixing their shit right now instead of the uncertainty of, maybe COD getting eliminated from Sony. Like, motherfucker, just fix your shit. Like, deliver the Battlefield experience that we were all hoping for. Like, and that'll solve a lot of ailments. It's not going to bring back enough people, but it'll be.
I think he just means in general. Like, Battlefield's always been under Call of Duty. He's saying this will, like, no matter what, they would never come close to Call of Duty just because Call of Duty existed on all platforms. Sure. So they're thinking, oh, this will open up a whole audience that before they had options. Now they're forced to deal with us.
Now they don't have a choice. They came close with 4.
So Medal of Honor makes a comeback. Like,
no, they tried. Remember, they came back with the terrorists.
Now's their chance, though. You know what I mean? That's honestly what PlayStation could do is like reboot Medal of Honor in like a way that doesn't suck. You know what I mean?
Like, as bad as that game was, I played the shit out of that game when it dropped.
The rebooted Medal of Honor.
Yes, dude, I played that online.
It's got good reviews on Steam and stuff. Like,
it was fun, dude. The online was fun. I liked it.
Wasn't bad.
It caught a lot of shit because of the fact that you were like fighting terrorists and they were just like, wow, this is racist. And I was like, well, there's terrorists out there, so it makes sense. Whatever. Anyways,
who are they supposed to fight? Like,
I don't know, like fake terror. Like, I don't know, like
MAGAs. No.
Way back then, like they just like foresaw it. They're like, yep,
these guys are gonna be extremists.
But anyways, any more news from you, Brent?
No,
you good?
I'm newsless.
Devin, you done?
I'll pop through some ones that are worth. So we talked about that.
Yeah, hit the noteworthy ones.
The NVIDIA GTC 2022 keynote.
Ooh, when's that?
How to watch live and what to expect.
4090s all day, baby.
So NVIDIA is kicking off its September GTC 2022 event tomorrow. Wait, when was this post?
So probably the 20th.
Tomorrow. Yeah, so if you're watching live stream tomorrow.
It already happened. We'll talk about it next week.
If you're listening, then sorry. But yeah, it's tomorrow where the company is likely to reveal the new RTX 40 series GPUs, even though hardly anyone's got 30 series, but it's cool.
I was about to say, I'm convinced that like the world has kept me from buying a 30 series just because the 40 series is going to be so dope that I'm going to be like, I'm so glad I didn't get a 30 series.
If you can get your hands on one, I mean, shit.
I think this shit's gonna change a little with this next round of graphics cards.
So the CEO Jensen Huang has already confirmed that we will be hearing more about the next generation of GPUs at the event.
Good God.
If you're wondering when and where you can live stream GTC yourself, it is going to be
like YouTube and all. It's going to be everywhere.
Tuesday, September 20th at 8 a.m. PT, 11 a.m. ET. You can tune into the live stream yourself directly from NVIDIA website or NVIDIA's official YouTube channel.
Yeah, I always go YouTube. God. I feel like you go to their main websites and shit just fucks up.
I can only imagine what the fucking 40 series cards are going to be doing. Like, that's going to just be stupid, bro. Like, I mean,
you just like play a game and like literally it's just a real person in there.
I can't believe they're already putting out the 40 series cards. Like, I feel like 30 series just came out. You know what I mean? And think about the leap between the 20 series and the 30 series. Like, if we even have like and between the 10 series and the 20 series, like it's gonna be fucking stupid. Like,
well, I mean that's technology. What's the there's a name for that
every 10 years something.
It hadn't even been 10 years since the 20s dropped. Like,
but no, they're talking about like every so many years, like technology doubles in its capability.
Woo!
Like, and it's just been a compounding effect since the
future.
Chips? Since like computer chips.
Yeah, since like the year 2000 or something.
So Cyberpunk saw the highest numbers it has seen return to the game since its launch.
There's now 5 players.
Because of Edge Runner.
There's now a total 5 players.
You know, I just thought they were going to add more stuff because of the Edge Runner update. Like, I was waiting. I wanted more quests and stuff, but there's really not very much.
All right. And then my last one, because I thought this was kind of funny. So, over at PC Gamer, CEO of World Champion Esports team apologizes for partying with alleged human trafficker.
Which one? Jeffrey Epstein?
Yeah. So, I don't...
How do you just, like, apologize for partying with Jeffrey? Aren't Jeffrey Epstein parties just, like...
Oh, no, it's Andrew Tate. So the former kickboxer Andrew Tate. Sorry, I didn't read into
when
this.
is he-
Yeah, he's
I
not
didn't
a
know he was
human
a-
trafficker.
I didn't know he-
so that's a
this is
little
a-
extreme. Like
this
he's
is
an asshole,
alleged.
sure, but
Alleged. Under
Alleged.
investigation
that's
by
a pretty
Ro-
strong accusation to just throw at somebody.
Well,
you know
so
what I mean?
the reason that they put
I
alleged.
was like literally thinking Jeffrey Epstein over here. I was like,
Damn, like
Well, it says the former kickboxer Andrew Tate is under investigation by Romanian police in connection to rape and human trafficking charges.
I could see it, but still, it's allegedly. You know, like why use that as his? Like, why is he got to apologize for something that hasn't been proven yet? Like, what if it turns out he's innocent? Like, why does he have to apologize for
look how they did our boy Depp. You know, like it's just
That's
like
just crazy to
it's
me.
nowadays it's guilty until proven innocent, and instead of the vice versa.
Not to get political, I just think that's a crazy way to.
Well,
that's
yeah.
the media, I
I-
guess.
yeah.
Like, where they're just like. How fucking dare you not know that this man was a rapist?
Possibly in Romania. You know?
Like, how did you not know? Huh? And he's like, I don't know. I was just at a party and like, I was just hanging out at the party. I didn't even see the guy. Like, fucking apologize, you piece of shit. Like that's just too far for me. Like, it's like, I get it. I get like maybe he did do these things, but like, what if he had no idea who this guy is? Like, what if he was just at a party?
Yeah, it's probably
Like-
just happenstance. I don't know.
Like, who went and researched
I mean,
it?
if he felt compelled to apologize, he must have interacted with him at the party in some capacity.
Jesus Christ. Well, apparently this little CEO, esports CEO, he's taking it seriously. He says he's the CEO of esports organization G2, has apologized and taken 8 weeks of unpaid leave from his position after sharing a video of himself partying with right-wing social media personality Andrew Tate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's such, yeah.
It's 8 weeks, no pay, bro. Like,
Yeah.
that's not that bad when you're CEO. He's like, shit, bro, I'm going to miss out on, like, basically in, like, comparison to a normal person, it'd be like losing $50. Like, fuck, that sucks. But
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, they shouldn't have been hanging out with known rapist and murderer Andrew Tate. Fucking-
Known rapist, murder, extremist Andrew Tate. Yeah, he was wearing a vest with explosives in the video of the party. At least that's what it looks like. So
Yeah.
we're just gonna assume that's what it was.
It was actually one of those parties where they just cut somebody's head off, and he was just like,
They all dance in the
Yeah.
blood of
Yeah.
some innocent person.
it was horrible.
Yeah, for sure. No,
Shouldn't
but
have, shouldn't have been there, you know.
anyways, that's it for the video game news. I'm gonna let you guys know which brand new hot releases are coming out in the next 2 days. In the next 7 days. And guess what? There's only 2 good games that I had noted, or notable. I don't want to say good. There might be some good games, but of note, we have Deathloop coming to Game Pass
Whoa!
the 20th tomorrow for us.
Yeah.
But when
Y'all
you're
need to
listening
get on
to this,
that for real.
it'll be out by the time you hear the audio version of this podcast.
For real.
And then Session Skate Sim is coming to the next gen consoles. So
So I played
Nice.
the PC version of this game, and I gotta say, I didn't like it.
I hear it's a very hit or miss. Like
All right,
either
we're-
you really like it,
we're
or
taking
you
it off of the
don't.
hot releases. Hold on.
Oh shit!
Rewind. Y'all didn't hear this. No. Okay. Good. No, but
No, that's really it. That's just all I have to say. I think I played kind of an unfinished version of it or something, but like it wasn't that good when I played it.
Really?
it wasn't Skate 4, dude.
No, definitely not. It wanted to be. It thought it was.
Okay. All right.
Damn.
Damn.
Bold statements.
Allegedly.
The
No.
EAC.
Okay, so Devin's gonna round out the show with our video game trivia
Yeah.
challenge.
So for my first one, what was the first commercially released 3D video game?
Commercially released 3D video
Yep.
game. Can we get
Now-
like a hint on platform? Like what? Was it PC?
Was it on Virtual Boy?
Home computers.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Damn, this is gonna be tough.
So yeah, this is the first 3D rendered video game.
Oh, 3D render.
Like
no,
3D as in like 3-dimensional, not.
Got it. Got
yeah.
it. Got it.
Maybe tanks.
Negative.
No.
I've never heard of this game, so I
Okay.
will give you that. I will give you that hint.
It's
First 3D render. Is the full game 3D?
Is it Croc? No.
Definitely not Croc. Croc is like on like Sega and like
This is just
PlayStation.
like it is the first 3D commercial 3D video game.
Hold on. Wait for it. 3D.
And but you have to imagine back then it wasn't actually like 3D running around. It was like, oh, there's 3D rendered graphics. That's about it.
Yeah, there was arcade games in 3D like that. Like
This is before all.
predate like a lot of the stuff that I'm thinking about.
And it's on like home computer, as in it's not even like just a normal PC.
Is it like actually 3D? Is it like those lines that are like?
It just says you're digging too much, and it's three. Like I don't. Like I said, I don't know
It's
the
gotta be
better
that
ones.
space game, that space simulator game where you're like flying around and it's like.
No, it's not.
No.
I'm gonna. Look
You're
up
talking about
this-
wireframe. Is it a wireframe
wireframe
game?
3D?
Or
No.
like, does it actually look 3D with like textures and shit?
Because
It is as basic as 3D can.
So
can
is
get.
it wireframe?
Huh?
Is it wireframe?
Yeah, it's wireframe. Yeah.
So is it a space game, a space flying simulator game?
Nope.
If it's wireframe, there's really only a couple options that I can even remember, and that's like the tank game, the space game, maze,
I think the tank game might have Battlezone.
Battlezone. That's it. Yeah.
the
Yeah.
tank game.
Okay, so I got that one. I just
Yeah.
didn't know the name
Yeah.
of it.
Like I said, yeah, I'd never heard of it, but yeah, very crude, but technically 3D.
I used to fucking love that shit, dude. I thought that shit was dope.
So hell yeah. And then my next one. So it's kind of a two-parter.
Okay.
So what game holds the record for most players in an FPS battle, and how many?
Planet Side 2,
Got
Yeah.
the game right.
10,000 players.
Not nearly that high.
I'd say 2,000.
Closer,
20.
Yeah.
Is it between 2 and 3,000?
lower. It was
Lower
than
than
two.
3? Lower than 2?
Yeah, it's
1,500.
12.
it's like
100.
1,158 players in a single battle.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's pretty cool.
I mean,
There's not been a bigger battle than that?
so I tried to look up the most like up to date on the record. This is what Guinness has put down as the official
When
record
did
right
that
now.
record come out?
2015. So they're I think PlanetSide 2 actually beat their own record recently in like 2018.
But didn't some other game come out that had bigger scale battles or like at least
What-
on the same scale as Planet Side?
But this is
like,
only FPS, like first person
Ah.
shooter.
Well, but
Okay.
in originally looking up this question, I wanted to find like what was the number one like most players in a single instance kind of but it's the
Probably
the
EVE
terminology
Online.
gets really fucky like trying to look that up and I kept falling back on this one, so I was like fuck it, I'm just gonna do FPS. I'm a big FPS guy.
yeah.
I'm gonna be
So-
real though. PlanetSide 2 sucks.
I tried it, it's not that fun.
It's hard, it's like hard to play because you just die the second you fucking
Yeah.
spawn. Like,
Unless you have like a dedicated squad and regiment or whatever.
And
People
even
get
then-
serious about that fucking game.
Yeah, it's just like a bunch of people standing in a hallway shooting down the hallway and like just bodies dropping, and then like you come back and just fall again. Like you shoot someone and then you fall.
Just cannon fodder.
Yeah, it's like ridiculous. But anyways, great. I like those were good ones, Devin.
yeah.
Remember,
Well,
you've been
thank you.
listening to GameSpeak Podcast courtesy of GameSpeakPodcast.com. The show posts for free every Wednesday on all podcast platforms, but you can watch it live before anyone else on twitch.tv/GameSpeak Podcast every Monday evening at 7:50 p.m. CST. Be sure to join us and the rest of the GameSpeak community at dsc.gg/GameSpeak Podcasts. Check out our other video content on YouTube, and if you want our other video content, like as in if you want to see this later and like you missed it and like you're listening to the audio version, you're like, dude, I wish I would have saw the video version, go to our YouTube, you can see it there. And if you want to stay up to date with your boys, you can find me on Twitter at the handle Joffrey Jamel, Brent at Brent has one, and Devin at Devondrius. And check out the GameSpeak Podcast Instagram. Until next time, listen.